Oh, I should probably get this over. All right. Bring that in here. Ooh, here comes Larson already with a run. Alrighty, guys. Well, we are already 2 laps into the event. And, hey, welcome on in. Gaming time. Let's go. Obviously, first time back. I say first time, but, yeah, took a week off. Week off, meaning I went to the race and just enjoyed it. Soaked it in. And now we're back with the setup. So, yeah. But, yeah, as I go away, it's, looks like Reddick, Keselowski, Gibbs, Larson, Buescher in the top 5. Hamlin is one of the guys to watch. He's in 9th. He's one of the ones I think is going to have a real good run today. Bell and Logano just went around Chastain. He must have had to lift in there somewhere. Oh, he's got a tire rub. Chastain getting into it early. Well, there's an issue there. He got real tight out of the corner there. He may have a bent toe link. Ross Chastain is struggling. He may have bent the toe link. Let's see what happened here. Sent it in real hard. Did it turn because of a lack of aero? Because he lost a ton of momentum on corner exit, too. It is definitely not driving up to his standards. So Ross Chastain, he did manage to get back in front of McDowell and has held steady since. So he stabilized in 14th. But, boy, that was a rough couple laps. I was not sure what we were going to see out of him after that. Holy smokes, Chase Elliott is 34th. What did they do to that car? That car is not good. That is not a good day. I'm not looking forward to that at all. Ugh. Oh, well, is what it is. Noah Gregson's moving up. He started 36th on the day. Actually, I'm going to turn my scoring thing on my phone because it allows me to look a little deeper in the field. There we go. Maybe he was just getting warmed up because his lap time is really good. Chase Elliott's was last time by, so he may have just been getting the feel of his car. Didn't like what he felt in practice and just let it ease into the race a little bit. Let it go in there a little slower. Yeah, it's hard not to like Kyle Larson's throwback. That's one of the best. Honestly, the Hendrick guys all really nailed it. I don't know that there was a lot of other cars that I really liked. Granted, they threw back to my eras that I remember. So, you know, I loved the Byron, loved the Bowman, and then really, really liked the Larson. I don't know if I like Chase's as much. It's a good throwback, but I just, the number wasn't right. You got to throw back to something with the right number. That's why last year's was so popular. The number font was perfect. I'm trying to think who else has a good throwback. The 3 has a decent one. But yeah, it's a very mid year for throwbacks. Very mid for sure. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I should have put the full chat in here. Live chat. There we go. For some reason, I didn't have that set correctly. Now we're good to go. All right. Yeah, after I mentioned Chase Elliott's had that real bad stretch, he hopped right on it and has started going forward. So, I think he just decided to start the race a little slow, make sure everything feels good, warm up to the pace of it, and he was running 34th, now he's 32nd, so not exactly a ideal day by any stretch, but so Hamlin's still 9th. I don't see a lot of movement going on. Lap time wise, everyone's running 30.5 to 30.7. There's not a huge gap in lap time throughout the entire field. So it really is going to matter how well these guys manage their tires. They got 45 laps probably if they're going to stop it, 2 times. The thing is, there's definitely some ground to be gained. Track position is super, super, super hard to hang on to. That being said, we already have a second of fall off after 10 laps, but there's definitely some ground to be gained if you choose to be the first guy on pit road by a couple of laps. So, if you can beat a guy, right now, if you're at the back of the field and you're, 13, 14 seconds off the lead and you pit just 3 laps early, you could gain, probably 10, 15, 20 positions. It's that big of a gap, especially by the time they pit. Because by the time they pit, they're probably going to be running about 2.5, 3 seconds off the pace. So you beat someone to pit road by 3 laps, that's 9 seconds. That's a big gap. Thank you for the number 30 car. I like collecting old cars. Oh, yes, that Pennzoil car. I'm getting ready to do some clean out, so there's a lot of cars that have been hitting eBay. So keep an eye on that eBay page. There's some fun stuff coming. You know, I think there's not as many of those older cars, but I'm going through all of them. All the donors, everything's getting cleaned out. It's time to get ready to go. And I don't want to move too much stuff, so... And we're already under commercial. Cool. I mean, it's been a whole whopping 5 minutes and 40 seconds. That's NASCAR for you. Their standard is after 5 full minutes of coverage, boom, time to go. Yeah, the elapsed time in the race, it says it right there on the top. You see it's 6 minutes and 10 seconds. We're under commercial. That's pathetic. I mean, I would think your minimum starting point should be about 10 or 15 minutes because people are just tuning into the race, but immediately let's yank them out of the zone. Let's yank them out of the rhythm of watching the race, and just, that's what we'll do. Speaking of which, we're throwing back to Noah Gragson today. It's his last year's shirt. Not really throwing back at all, just needed a comfy gray shirt. Not a lot of movement, so it looks like it's a very, very tough... I mean, Darlington's always been tough to pass, but this car specifically, having so little power, is very tough to pass. We'll see, though. The tire wear is very appealing. I mean, we're seeing the leader's time fall off over a second, almost a second and a half now, so that's good to see. We are at least seeing the fall off. Yeah, honestly, Race Hub, I know a lot of people were kind of like, you know, pour one out for Race Hub and all. I never watched Race Hub. It had no energy. I mean, if you look at the booth, like, let me see here if I can show it. Oops, hit the wrong button. I'm going to look up NASCAR Race Hub quick. All right, here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Look at the studio for Race Hub. It was a show that was just a 3 people standing with a bunch of green screens. Like, it had no personality. It was literally just all green screen. And I know people would think, or I shouldn't say people, somebody somewhere thought this is so much cheaper and you're saving so much money, but instead you ended up with a show that had no character, no personality. You know, the Pat McAfee show didn't go all green screen, and guess what? There's a personality to the show. And it takes the right people, too. Don't get me wrong, but there's something about walking into an empty green space that does not bring any energy when it's just an empty green screen everywhere. So, like I said, not great. You know, they were, yeah, probably wasting that budget on all green screen. No, I don't know if it was wasted, but just... You know, at the end of the day, you got to have some personality, and that's why, like, I got a bunch of cars behind me, but eventually I want to put a real backdrop behind me, something real cool to see. We're not there yet, but someday. But, you know, it adds personality. You can't have a show that's just based on standing in front of a screen. I could green screen all this, but what's the point? And I'm just a little screen. Look, I'm just a little one up here in the corner. You know, if I was the full screen, I mean, I would hope there's some set pieces. I mean, just, you know, have a little heart. All right, is there any other movement? I don't see much. All right, so they're talking about the lap times, 30.8, 30.31.1. Okay, so we're up into the 31-second bracket now. We officially cracked in there. So once we crack into the 31-second bracket, yeah, that's a second and a half. That's a big amount of fall off. I'm wondering if it's going to make sense to two-stop this thing. Do it on pit on lap 30 and 60. I don't know if it does. It would be close. It does depend on the traffic, though. I think two-stopping doesn't sound good. The only thing is you could have a really big gamble with two-stopping if you catch a yellow. So if you catch a yellow just right, you definitely could two-stop it. And, I mean, depending on it, if you find yourself in a position where stuff's not wearing out too bad and you short pit and you end up at the front but you're not dropping back fast enough, you could just stay to the end of the stage and just kind of risk it. Yeah, Race Hub needs a set. They do. "23 laps in, still very, very similar up front. Not a lot of change, but the tire fall off is significant. We have already hit 2 seconds of fall off. I'm telling you guys, there might be a 3-stop strategy. I don't know if they have enough, or a 2-stop strategy. I don't know if they have enough tires for it though, to go 90 laps and double pit. I'm not opposed to it. If nobody else pits by lap 30, and I'm Noah Gragson and Chase Elliott in 29th and 30th, I'm going for it. I'm going to try and jump everybody on the tire advantage and see what I can get, because it's 2 seconds a lap right now. They are 22 seconds off the lead. So if you jump 2 seconds a lap and you beat the leaders by 3 laps, that's 6 seconds. And if you can jump 6 seconds, you'd go from 22 seconds to 16 seconds. Yeah, that jumps you about 10 positions. You can gain a big chunk of time by doing that. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see which route to go. You definitely don't. If you're gonna stop on the 2-stop strategy, you definitely want to be there early. You want to get there and take advantage of it. Oh, got a question there. Get off there. Got to talk. Let's go look at that message quick. Back up here. All right. Oh, I got to get back to my ticker here. There we go. Noah Gragson is up to 28th. Still got really good lap time, though. So, all right, so they're getting close. If you're going to do a 2-stop strategy, this is where you want to do it. If you're going to take that chance. Oh, I hate this squeaky chair. I'm going to get a new one as soon as I get up and go grab a beverage. But, yeah, right now, if you're going to do the 2-stop, if you're going to try and stop twice in stage 1, you're going to want to stop at about 3 laps, right at lap 30. And like I said, if no one else does it, I like that call. I like that idea. We're going to commercial again. But I like the idea of 2-stopping it just because I think you want to be off sequence from everyone else. Give yourself a shot to get up front. You are not going to pass. And again, I'm talking about the Chase Elliott, Noah Gragson situation back in the back half of the 20s. You are not going to pass 26 cars. Get that out of there. But you're not going to pass 26 cars. You're just not. You're not going to pass all the way up there. So if you pit early and then everyone else comes behind you, guess what? They're going to have fresh tires and they're going to start being able to pass you. Here's the good thing that'll happen for you, though. Caution comes out after 20 laps and you've lost maybe 10 of your 20 spots you've gained. Guess what? You're all coming back pit road. You're all back on equal sequence and you gain 10 spots without even trying. So I like the idea, though. What's the Indy 5? What? Oh, that's right. Indy 500. Yes, I'm going to that. I will be at the Indy 500. Snow Coke 600 stream. Sorry. We're going to have a number of streams I'm going to be missing in the next few months. But, hey, is what it is. All right. I need to... How do I change that? We don't need those on my computer. Okay. Let's go back to the chat here. What is the Indy 500? Yeah, I don't know if it was the best fit. I don't know. Junior needed a different type of fit, and I don't think he would have had the same fit in a lot of places. Like Mr. H had his back, and so it was. I think that was what really helped. I think Hendrick was the right landing spot for Junior. He needed, he needed that level of like, hey, you're not running with your teammates. That accountability to like get better, because it's very easy if you're the top running guy to just kind of do what you've always done. All right, going in here and looking quickly. No big changes. Leaders are now running 32 flat. That is 2.5 seconds of fall off. I love the idea. Did anyone pit yet? Anyone look to see? Anyone trying the two-stop strategy? Anybody? No, it doesn't look like it. Come on, somebody do it. This is the time. Go for the two-stop. Come on, somebody go for it. I want to see it work. You know how cool that would be? See a two-stop strategy like work through and actually come out ahead? Like, oh, that'd be awesome. Go for it. Go gain them spots, man. There we go. All right, back to what's at hand. I don't see anyone pitting yet. So I don't think we're going to see anybody try it, as far as I can tell. What a bummer, man. Everyone's doing the same thing. This is why I hate stage racing. I mean, every single car in the field is running the exact same strategy. Every single one. It's like, how is that enjoyable? I'm sorry. Everybody running the exact same strategy. There's no difference in strategy. Like, what else do you have? I mean, the cars can't race that well where you end up with big time movers. You'll have some guys move forward a little bit, but man, I would have loved somebody to try it. Especially somebody if they don't have a good long run car. If they're a short run car, like, go for it. Especially them guys at the back, man. Now it's too late. I don't think they can do it. Unless they're going to, I don't know. 32.3. They're getting close to 3 seconds of fall off. 3 seconds of fall off. Yeah, they can make that up, man. I'm telling you, I think that strategy would have worked. I think a two-stop strategy may have gotten the job done. Oh, Larson's coming. Reddick's still holding the lead. Keselowski's looking on, but Larson is like coming with a full head of steam. Like, he just chopped the lead down to half a second in one corner. Uh-oh. Keselowski went to the bottom, and I think Larson might get to him. No, not quite. It was close, though. Yeah, they're close to 3 full seconds of fall off here. Denny's coming. 37. Interesting. Is he going to 3-stop it? Or 2-stop it? Here everybody comes. Well, now if you're Chase, you got to run it all the way out to lap 45. You have no choice. You have to run it all the way out and give yourself a tire advantage. And he's pitting. Good Lord. Alan Gustafson drives me up a wall, man. I can't stand his strategy. What are you doing? You're going to pit with everybody else, and guess what? You're going to gain nothing. You have no shot to pass anyone. Why does he do this? He just follows the leader every time. Ugh. I mean, I was shocked last week when he took 2 tires and didn't throw himself all the way to the back of the pack. But still, why does he... Oh, man. Well, you're not going to go anywhere doing that. I don't know, man. I don't get this. Every single leader just completely screwed their strategy. Like, I mean, unless I'm missing something... If you're going to take a tire advantage, take a tire advantage. There's enough fall off in this track to be out on the racetrack with 10 lap fresher tires and be able to move through the field. So I don't know. I think Bubba Blaney have the right idea. I mean, I say that, but they're probably going to pit this time by because, you know, it's like, just follow the leader, man. Just follow the leader everywhere you go. Actually, it looks like Bubba's staying out. Is Blaney staying out, though? So about 4 cars are actually going to try something. Wow, good stop for Chris Buescher. Byron just took the lead. Are you freaking kidding me? How is Byron? Okay. Well, William Byron jumped 7 spots and is now the leader. So there you go, guys. Hendrick loves Alan Gustafson for some reason. I guess. I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, I love the strategy that Bubba's trying right now. This is the right call. Like, give yourself a shot to get up to the lead. I mean, if a caution comes out right now, Bubba Wallace will be the leader of the race. Like, give yourself a shot. Do something, man. Instead, it's just the same old, same old. Follow the leader straight to there and just do that. So Byron's going to get the laps on tires is wrong. Gibbs is pitted already, so there's a few errors there. But yeah, the front 4 are all on old tires. And like I said, they're better off running this thing out an extra probably 5 or 10 laps. Ooh, Bubba about fenced Larson there. But yeah, I can't say I understand that one. It's not really LNG's fault for not getting Chase used to the car. No, I don't think his car is that slow. The problem is it's hard to pass. And if you're running, I believe they were 29th. If you're running 29th, you cannot just follow all the same cars down pit road and expect to go forward. Like, that's the issue. It's not really an issue of the speed. I don't think they're a top tier speed car, but they're a top 10 car on speed. The issue is, like, how are you going to work your way up to the front of the field when you're pitting with everyone else? The minute everyone else pits, you follow them. It's like, well, how are you going to gain on them now? Like, you have to alternate when you're that far off. I mean, if you're Denny Hamlin, he was running 9th and he tried that strategy. He's going to gain probably 4 spots. He'll be 8th. He gained a spot by coming a lap early. But he's in the top 10. He doesn't need to gain all 8 spots right away. This is where I'm going to shout out Bubba Wallace's crew chief. They were running just outside the top 10. And now they've given themselves a shot to actually come out of this thing in really good shape. Now they're going to pit this time by. They're splitting the stage directly in half, which I think is a really decent call. I mean, I think they could have gone a couple laps further, but I don't mind it. They're going to lose a lap by a little bit, but they're going to have 10 lap fresher tires. Look at the speed on the track right now. If you look at the speed, William Byron is already half a second off of his fastest lap. And Kyle Larson is already, well, he's started up front, so it's a little different, but they're half a second off their fast lap, which means they've already had a half second of fall off. So he's going to come out with fresh enough tires to give him something to work with. Now, he's not even going to lose a lap. He'll be back on the lead lap, but he'll be able to pass. He gave himself a big enough tire advantage to make moves with a faster car. When you have the exact same tires as everyone around you, you don't have that luxury. Your tires aren't, you have to give yourself an advantage somewhere. Explain his struggles, then, if it's not crew chief. I mean, it's not struggles. He finished 3rd last week. You know, like, he finished 3rd. He was a top 10 car pretty much the whole day. I mean, he was back half the top 10. He wasn't great, but that's where he was running all day. And like I said, today, his lap times are fine, but you get stuck in traffic. It's Darlington. It's tough. You have to give yourself some type of advantage to be able to pass at Darlington. So everybody pitting within 2 laps of each other, you're not going to have any advantage to play with, to give yourself something to move forward with. I'm trying to see where Bubba cycled out. He cycled out about 18th. So I'll be interested to see where Bubba goes from here to the end of the stage, because I do think Bubba is going to finish in the top 10. He's got fresh tires. He's about 17 seconds. 10th place is 7 seconds. So he's got 50 laps to run 10 seconds off the pace, and he's half a second faster. Do the math. He should be there in 20 laps, but traffic will play a factor. But I think he's got a shot. Alan G is a solid crew chief. Yeah, solid is, I think, a fine name, but his strategy is pathetic. I mean, even with Jeff Gordon should have won probably over 100 races. There was a big handful of races that got kind of, I don't want to say strategied away, but that's exactly what happened. They got undercut on strategy and kind of got bamboozled, and that's just what happened to them. Bubba Wallace already up to 16th, by the way. Already up to 16th. Like I said, I think Bubba may win the stage if it goes well. We'll see, but he's half a second faster than the leader. Half second faster for, let's see, what was that number going to be? Another 50 laps? 42 laps? Half a second at that, that's 20-ish seconds, and that's if it's perfect. It's not going to be, but still. What does Ty Gibbs sponsor? I have no, it's the He Gets Us car. Yeah, my thing about Alan has always been he's a solid crew chief. He can get the car to have really solid speed, but his pit strategy is literally abysmal. It's the worst pit strategy in the entire field, or close to it. I mean, he literally brought Chase down pit road in the 2020 Coke 600. That's all I needed to see. That should have been a massive red flag. Like, why are you pitting? It's 2 laps to go in a 550 package, which means you can't even be up to full speed by the backstretch. So you have to make it 3 corners on 4 tires versus 2, or in some cases none. Like, it just, yeah, no, sorry, you got to stay out. It's a green-white checker. Like, ugh. Oh, 100%. Like, I'm not saying Gustafson is bad. My issue with it is his strategy is bad. His speed is fine. His speed is like an 8 out of 10. His strategy is like a 1 out of 10, maybe a 2 out of 10. The one day, I'm going to say it, the one day this year that they were aggressive with their pit strategy, they won. The one time he got aggressive with pit strategy and tried something different to get him track position, they won the freaking race. And then once they win the race, they go right back to default, follow leader, don't do anything out of the ordinary. Like, you have a win. Go for it. Drives me up a wall. Drives me up a wall. I can't explain it any other way. It drives me nuts. All right, trying to get back to my leaderboard here just to see. So where did Noah Gragson cycle out? Because I thought he could have tried some strategy too. Noah came out 26th. He didn't really gain much. Chase is 23rd. Like I said, good speed. He caught right up to Josh Berry, but he can't pass him because they pitted on the same lap. Meanwhile, Bubba Wallace, I think, is up to 14th. Is that where he's at? 14th? 15th. 14th on the TV, so that means he's probably going to pass Ross this lap. So he'll get there. But Ty Gibbs is leading the race. Yeah, half-second lead over William Byron. And Byron is a little bit faster, though. Although Ty Gibbs is in traffic, so this is where it'll be interesting, too, because these guys are going to be in traffic. So I'm very curious to see what Bubba Wallace and Ryan Blaney are able to do over the next couple laps. Let's see what that happens, because I think, where did Ryan Blaney cycle out at? Oh, well, goodness gracious. Where is Ryan Blaney? Oh, wait, I missed him. Oh, he's 24th, so he's going to pass Chase this lap, because he is like 0.8 of a second faster. But yeah, like there's things like that. The He Gets Us car has a way better shot of getting made because they have gotten the approval to make it. The problem they've had with that car specifically is just not enough orders. So if he gets his first win, there's a good chance they'll still make it. All right. Here's a good example right here. Ty Gibbs struggling with lap traffic. Ooh, that was tight. He can't get by Suarez. And William Byron's coming in now to kind of take a look. Oh, here comes Daniel Hemrick. Okay, lap car going to go ahead and race the leader. Sounds like a unwise decision, but Daniel Suarez is he's air blocking. And the air block is back, boys. Oh, by the way, I mentioned something about Bubba Wallace. He's up to 12th. His lap time was so much faster, he could win this stage. I'm telling you, Bubba Wallace might win this stage. Mark it down right now. That strategy might have been the right call. Because he did something different. I can't tell you how frustrating it is when guys don't try things. Do something. So 34 laps to go. Bubba Wallace is only 12.5 back now. 12.5. I mentioned he was 16 back, so he's already ran 4 seconds off in a matter of about 10 laps. So if he does 4 seconds every 10 laps, there's over 30 to go. He'll get there. Like, Bubba Wallace may win this stage. How is it as a throwback? He was throwing back to the 2016 car that he won in. So it's kind of a throwback, but it's only like 8 years. So I don't know if it counts. I can bring the car up that he's throwing back to. But yeah. Ryan Blaney in 21st. Running pretty good speed. We'll see what Ryan Blaney's able to do by the end of the stage. Daniel Suarez is holding up the leaders right now. He is really holding up Ty Gibbs, and you have a huge bundle of cars all right up behind him now. Larson got to second, but he fell from the lead by a decent chunk. I'm not sure if he... Is there a car in between them? Oh, he put him in the wall! Gibbs just put Suarez in the wall. Yeah, Suarez has damage. He's going to have to pit. He's really slow. He just lost 2 more. Oh, boy. Man, if you're Daniel Suarez, that's a tough one because you really wanted to race for that spot, but at the same time, now you got a damaged race car, and what are you going to do with it? I mean, again, he's the lap car, so the leader does get a little bit of extra, but ooh, boy. Yep. Chase is stuck behind Josh Berry. He cannot get away by. That's why I said you got to have better tires, man. You got to have better tires. He's going to burn his tires up trying to get by. 3 wide to the inside of Suarez now. Oh, here comes Truex. He's going to get into the mix. Trying to see. We got no caution yet. And we're going to another commercial. Seriously? Wow, that's unfortunate. Timing of that is impeccable. Impeccable. Yeah, it looks like Barry is stuck behind Hocevar, so it's a 3-car train that they're all stuck behind right now. But that's why I said you got to have the tires. If you don't have tires, you can't make passes. And I don't say good. You got to either stay out longer and take the fresh ones or jump them on the front side of it. But to do neither and go right with everybody else, guess what? He's running the same speed as everybody else. Meanwhile, shouting out Bubba Wallace, where's he at? He has located himself to the 12th spot. Doesn't show that he's moved up any spots, but he's gained 2 more seconds on the leader. So he's still moving forward. 28 laps to go, 10 seconds. He's still kind of at that point. Got to go about 0.3 a lap to get there. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I mean, he is running that, 0.3 a lap, but it'll come down to what kind of traffic Gibbs hits and gets stuck in. NBC's coming back for Iowa, and I'm going to miss the first broadcast because I'm going to be down at the racetrack. If I have mentioned, I did find my Iowa tickets, so we are good to go there. Oh, it's a night race next week for the All-Star race. Okay. I should be back for that. I won't be able to stream the heats, but I will stream the All-Star race. Yeah, I got lucky on the Iowa tickets. Was able to find someone who wanted to get rid of them. So that helps a lot. So Elliott looks like he just got by Josh Berry, so I'll be interested to see what he's able to do in the next 2 laps. Still about half a second behind Hocevar. Then they're a good 2.5 second gap. So we'll see what he's able to do with that. Meanwhile, Ryan Blaney, with the fresher tires and the better speed, has been able to move all the way to 17th. So continues to go forward. Bubba's up to 11th. 31.3 to 31.5. I'm telling you, he's only 9.5. He's 8.8. I think he's going to get there. It's going to be close. I said Bubba would get in the top 10. Look at that, 11th. Not even close. He's going to blow through the top 10. Now it's just a matter of how far up he's going to get. Still got 24 laps to go. Like, there's still a ways to go before this stage ends, and Bubba's got clean racetrack in front of him, so we'll see what he can run to try and close in on these other guys. Back on the oval for the Brickyard 400. Oh, look at that battle going on back here. Yo, that was tight. I don't know what Truex is doing. If you're going to do something, go 3 wide in there. Really send it in there deep. Going to need that clean air. Now you're stuck in there. You got to have the clean air. If you don't have clean air, you got no shot. All right. So I mentioned Chase did get by. Now he's running 31.9. 31.8. Pretty good lap, honestly. That's matching Corey LaJoie's laps. So we'll see if he's able to catch him. 31.9. Those are both really good laps, honestly. Did Corey LaJoie pit late? No, they pitted in the same lap, so they got good speed. We'll see if they're able to get there. Ryan Blaney running a 32.1 last lap, but he was passing Chase Briscoe. So we'll see. As I said, he'll probably grind his way up slowly, but I mean, I like Bubba's strategy the best right now. I think he's got the best opportunity to really get there. Although he got slower the last couple laps. Did he get... He must have got caught in some traffic. Because he's not up to belly yet. He will be there soon. There is a lot of traffic, by the way, too, up in that spot. There's a ton of lap cars that are all right on top of each other. So that could be part of that mess. So 21 to go as they run. What track package do you think they are going to bring? Maybe with the intermediate package of the soft tires? I hope they bring whatever they ran at Kansas. I think that'll be about perfect for them. Again, the issue they're going to run into is that this car likes multi-groove tracks, and if you can't have multi-groove racing, you're going to have tire racing. So I think they need to actually have a really soft tire. I don't think Goodyear's going to want to do that, but this is why you have tire tests. You need to have tire tests so that way you can make sure you don't have too soft of a tire, but not an option. So Gibbs is in wide open racetrack. That's going to help him a lot to getting to the end of the stage. He's got no traffic for about half a straightaway. Once he gets there, he will be held up because these cars are going to be much faster than the ones behind him. But until that happens, I think they're going to be in good shape. Yeah, if Larson runs the top 9 on Sunday, that'd be pretty cool because then, yeah, Harvick will have to run the race, which would be kind of cool to see him in a Hendrick car. Especially in the All-Star race. I mean, he's locked in. He won it just a few years back, so. I mean, the good news is you don't have to worry about sponsor issues because it's the same sponsors on both race cars. So if they have a shot to be on the pole of the Indy 500, they'll take that over the All-Star race. 18 to go. Yep, they're just touching on the Truex throwback now. By the way, Ryan Blaney's up to 13th, guys. I mentioned I liked his pit call. He's 13th. He's coming. That being said, I don't know if Bubba Wallace has the best car. I don't know if he's in traffic or if he just doesn't have a good long-run car, but his car has really fallen off the last 5 laps. He's actually slower than Ty Gibbs by a good margin, and he's not in that much traffic. So we'll see, but he may just have a not as good a short-run car or a long-run car. Yep. Ryan Blaney, 18th before the pit stops. He's 13th now. You tell me. You tell me what the right answer was. Ugh, drives me nuts, man. Especially when you got clean racetrack, and then you go get fresh tires, and you can work your way through the field. Kevin Harvick's touching on it perfectly. You've got to do something to get yourself on a different strategy when you want to gain that kind of ground. That's exactly what he did, and that's exactly how it worked. Like I said, Bubba's only issue right now that I can see is that his car just doesn't hold on as well. He does not have the long-run speed in the car. He may have just burned the tires off too. But 15 to go, he seems to have really stalled out. He does not. He's actually losing ground to the cars in front of him, so he may have burned his tires off completely. Yep, here comes the 5. 13 to go on the stage. Are you kidding me, Fox? Going Fox side by side as we come to 13 to go. Cool. Oh, by the way, Larson's down to 0.4 of a second. He may have the lead by the turn 3. He is coming. Yeah, turn 1 and 2, he's already on his ass. He's getting there, man. And we're missing it because Fox isn't paying attention. There's a pass for the lead happening. Nope, there it is. They're nose to tail. Fox finally decided to go look. And Larson went to the bottom. I think he's going to get it. Oh, Gibbs just got loose and touched the wall again. He burned his right rear off. Meanwhile, Kyle Larson will take the lead as they head down to 11 laps to go. Ooh, Gibbs burned his tires off. I think William Byron may have burned some tires up too. Let's see. This will be interesting because those guys on slightly older tires versus guys like Ryan Blaney who are on fairly fresh ones. Let's see what happens over the next 10 laps. Because if their tires are wearing down to, say, the cords, that's going to really help guys like Blaney. They're going to be coming like a freight train. Yeah, William Byron dropping like a rock. He might be on the cords now. Boy, he's really easing it in there. 11 to go still. He's going to have to work pretty hard to keep that car. I mean, I don't think he's on the cords yet because he would be way slower, but oh boy. Look at the gap they're starting to put on these guys. 9 to go. Yep, Chase Elliott may have wore through the tires, pitting too soon. What do you know? You sat in traffic for 30 laps burning out your tires because you couldn't get by anybody. And now you're probably down to cords. Cool. Almost like I saw it coming. Yep, he just got passed by Kyle Busch and Josh Berry. So Josh Berry's moving forward. Josh Berry's got a good car. Ryan Blaney going to slide by the 11. That's going to move Ryan Blaney up into the 10th position. Ryan Blaney has moved into the top 10. Yeah, that is an irritated car right there. 32.6 is the lap time for Ty Gibbs these last couple laps. Definitely not liking the feel of that car right now. 7 to go. 3 seconds back now. Sorry, he's losing second a lap now. All right, keep an eye on it. There's going to be a battle for that lucky dog and trying to stay on the lead lap between, looks like that's Justin Haley and Noah Gragson. One of them will stay on the lead lap. One of them won't. Oh, I hope they try a new pit strategy next time around. Do something different. Anything. Just you cannot run the same as everybody around you. You will not make it work. 6 to go as Larson continues. Yep, 9, it looks like burned off the rear tires. He's running 33.5s. I think he's down to cords. Why is Alan Gustafson so inept at pit strategy? I cannot understand. I cannot figure it out. Well, hopefully he can hold the lead lap. That's kind of all we can ask for at this point. Get the lead lap and go from there. Four to go, so not that much time left, but he's obviously going to have to make it, which is going to be the tough part. Second to last car on the lead lap as they run. Golly, he might lose it. I don't know if he's going to make it on the lead lap or not. That's frustrating, dude. I mean, everybody else is kind of burning their tires off too, but like I said, he was in heavy traffic for 5 consecutive laps, or not 5, like 15. He was just sitting right behind somebody, burning the tires off it, and it's just like, what are we doing, man? They say a power steering issue? I didn't hear that. Well, at least he's got a teammate behind him, so if he's feeling generous, he'll be able to hold the lead lap, but... Is there anything about power steering, or is that just something they said? Coming to 1 to go in the stage. Yeah, Chase is definitely giving him a break. Or Larson is. Thank you, Larson. That's appreciated, because goodness gracious. What an awful strategy call. Gained absolutely no ground by the time it was all said and done. All right, so Kyle Larson going to come through and win stage number 1. I think Brad's going to get the second spot. Yes, he is. Oh, that was close. That was really close. Gibbs got it by a gain no ground since the green flag pit stop sequence. So he was up to, I think, 28th when the green flag pit stop started, and I think he finished 26th. But I factored in, I believe, who was it that made a mistake and hit the wall? Was it Suarez? Yeah, Suarez got hit in the wall. So Suarez was, well, maybe he was already back there. I'm not sure. But yeah, he went from 28th to 26th. Like, that's not good. Like, again, Bubba went from outside the top 10 to 11th, 10th, and Ryan Blaney went 18th to 9th. Do something different. It's Darlington. You have to be different. You cannot run the same as everybody else, unless you're Kyle Larson and have the fastest car. Then you can get away with it. But otherwise, you got to do something slightly different. So anyway, top 10, Kyle Larson, Ty Gibbs, Brad Keselowski, Tyler Reddick, Martin Truex Jr., Todd Gilliland. Todd Gilliland was 6th in that stage, guys. Holy crap. This Todd Gilliland kid might be good. Chris Buescher, Ryan Blaney, William Byron fell all the way to 9th. Holy moly. And Bubba Wallace, 10th. And so, let's see here. Where's Michael McDowell? Just curious. He's 19th. And Noah Gragson, 24th. Chase Elliott, 26th. Final car on the lead lap. Oof. So, we'll see here. Yeah, that was not a good stage, but hopefully they learn. Probably not. Anyway, I'm going to go grab a beverage, throw in an ad, and we'll be back for pit stops. Alrighty. Joke's on you, I skipped. Hey, I don't care. I just need to throw it in because I got nothing to do. I got to go around and grab a little water, so. You know, if I got to go grab some water, you can see an empty chair, or I can throw a little monetization on the stream, so. Yeah, boy. There's a bug on me. Ugh. 9 has the best average pit stop. They've had good pit stops. Like I said, they played a really crap strategy. I don't really know what they were thinking. I mean, hopefully they put some decent adjustments into this thing so that it can actually go. But oh boy, I said, how in the world can your teammates always outrun? I don't know, man. It's just. It would be nice to be in the Cliff Daniels position, you know? You unload and you're the fastest car every week. Everywhere you go, you're fast. Like, that'd be nice. You know, Denny Hamlin's same way. He unloads everywhere. He's decent. You know, he's never, like, total garbage. I mean, he qualified 31st. Like, oof. Holy moly. All right, ready to pit yet? I'm ready to pit. Oh, I need to get my new chair. Roll this out of my way. This one's not quite as rolly, but it is far more stable. Not as much creaking and squeaking. All right, here we go. Coming to pit stops. Here they come. Come on, guys. Onboard cameras are no good here. Zoom out. Let's see. We need to zoom out and see the whole of pit road. Come on, Fox. What are you doing here? I can't. Nobody can see. There we go. Kind of. It's okay. It's not great, but it'll do. What a weird camera angle. Is this really the best spot they could find? Mounted on a pole. Larson had a 9.8, but it looks like Gibbs was faster. He's going to beat him out. 9.7 for Truex. Not sure why that just randomly started playing on my phone. Ooh, who was that? Brad Keselowski with a good stop. And better... No, I don't know about that. I'm not sure. Reddick... Oh, are you serious? The timing line's right at the tip of his box. I guess Reddick beat him off pit road. Oh my gosh, yeah, he only has to squeak about an inch. Yeah, about 4 feet off the line. And so, yeah, Reddick's going to gain a ton of spots today on pit road. That's a big advantage. So Reddick wins the battle off pit road. Then it'll be Keselowski, then Gibbs, then Larson. I did not see what happened back in the field as far as the running order. We'll just see that next time around. All right, so I'll have to go around one more time before we'll know for sure. They are showing the whole pit lane, so it's not a bad shot. The problem is, like, if you want to see pit lane, you want to see it from the side where you can see all of pit lane. The problem is you're, like, straight on, so you're seeing cars, like, pull in and out, but you really can't tell much as far as seeing things like collisions that could be coming, things like that. So, yeah, I would love to see, like I said, if, you know, instead of, like, straight on to pit road, I'd like to, you know, be way off to the side as much as they can. I mean, there's only so much they can do, but just, you know, up almost on the spotter stand, I would think. Like, way up on top there and just have a big wide-angle shot of pit road. That'd be pretty cool. All right, we're under another commercial. Did they finally score? Okay, now they've got it scored. All right. Ryan Blaney came out 6th. Just keep an eye on that 12 car. I don't know if he's got a great long-run car, if that was just good strategy. Noah came out 22nd. Chase came out 24th. Did they not take adjustments? Or did anyone else come back down pit road? Because at this point, I'm okay with Chase starting 28th if they have to throw the kitchen sink at it. Just do something to the car. Good Lord. Alrighty, did they all cycle through yet? Still waiting. I don't think they're choosing yet. Need to wait about there. Oh, they got Terry Labonte in the booth. That's pretty cool. Getting a lot of ads for the Toyota Mobility Pit Box. Huh. Not sure. I think I've seen the commercial. I'm not sure why you'd get a bunch of them. I've only seen it, I think, twice. Then again, I don't watch the commercials either. Once the commercial comes on, I literally start looking all over the place. I don't pay attention to what's on the TV screen. So, if it catches the sound or something, but otherwise I just kind of roll. All right, so they are already 6 laps into the stage. All right. 6 laps into the stage. Nothing, not choosing yet. Oh, look at that speed shirt Mike Joy's wearing. I love that. Mike Joy wearing an old speed shirt. That's cool. That's right, Terry Labonte won his last race here in 2003. And they are choosing. We're missing it because Fox is... Well, frankly, they're just really bad at timing this stuff. There's a time and a place to put this type of a thing. This isn't a bad spot, but it's not the best spot. Because, like I said, they did just choose and we didn't see it. Oh, absolutely. What am I going still? I am very, very excited for Lee Diffie and NBC. I mean, count down the days, guys. A month from now, literally, a month from right now, it's NBC. It's NBC's week. So, literally, maybe not 31 days. It's 34? 36, maybe? But 34 to 36 days from now, they're going to be in Iowa. And NBC will be the broadcaster. I won't get to watch it, but I'm okay with that. Because I'll be at the track. All right, so on the restart, it'll be Brad down low, Reddick high, then it's Gibbs high, Truex low, Larson high, Byron low. Interesting choose selection there. Might have been 1 pit penalty from what I can tell because it looks like Noah moved up a spot. Looks like Carson Hocevar had a penalty of some kind. Coming to the green. Reddick with a very good jump. I mean, he's clear before they even get down to the corner. Here comes Byron to the inside of... Or, sorry, here comes Blaney to the inside of Byron. That's what I'm trying to say. I really like the line Blaney's running. Blaney's doing a great job of staying out of the dirty air. He'll slide up right in front of Byron, and he's going to take that spot. Move Ryan Blaney to 6th. Actually, he was in 6th, but he held 6th. All right, so they're already 10 laps into this stage. Ooh, I think somebody got a little loose back there. A lot of traffic back there. Martin Truex coming to the inside now. Really putting a run together. He will hold the spot if he didn't already have it over Larson. So move Martin Truex to 3rd or 4th. And Ryan Blaney's got... I mean, this is not a Blaney track. He's never done really well here. Reddick jumped. I mean, we didn't see it, so... So Reddick gets out in front. Then we got Gibbs. Little gap to Keselowski and another gap back to Truex. Yeah, I can't wait for NBC, man. The commentators, the energy. No Dale Jr. is a loss, but I'm excited because Dale Jr. sounds like he is a key piece that Amazon is looking at with the booth. I think they're really looking at, like, we want this to be the best booth and tell us how. And I think that's a really cool thing that Dale Jr. is going to have a lot of input on those broadcasts, and I think they're going to be really, really good next year. Because I don't think they're going to go to commercial 5 laps into a run or with 5 to go in a stage. They're going to have, he's going to be able to dictate the flow of a race better than what our current NASCAR producers are doing. All right, Amazon has a lot of money in it, yeah, and TNT as well. So those are the two that I think I'd be interested because I think they have the same booth. Man, I don't know how to say this without sounding like a bitter person, but you know what's really frustrating about NASCAR right now? I'll explain. NASCAR on Fox uses so freaking many close up bumper cameras pointing backwards at a car behind it that sponsors have said it makes sense to put a tiny sponsor logo right above the headlight because they're using that shot so often that a sponsor says there's value to putting it there and making the car uglier in the process. But just because the name will be readable, there's value to that. And I'm not going to lie, that's awful. I hate that so much. Like, the camera view already sucks. So using that more is not appealing. "18 laps in." Like I said, if you're going to do a two-stop, you're going to have to stop by about lap 35. I doubt anyone's going to do it because nobody did it last time. But I still think there's potential, especially if you're in the back, like those guys, to pull the two-stopper because there's probably some guys that won't do it. I think the pit window is 60 laps, so pitting right at lap 35 would be interesting to split the stage. I think that'd be a really interesting thing because I think you'd drag some people down early from the one-stop strategy, and they would actually end up screwing themselves. Man, I want to see him try something. Try something. It'd be fun. And if a caution comes out and you get bit, you get bit. I don't know what else you can do. But the thing is, if you beat everybody to pit road at lap 35 and nobody else comes till lap 40, probably lap 40 is about when everyone will pit, or 45. But if you beat them to pit road by 6 to 7 laps, like, you're going to gain a lot of spots on them. You're going to gain the time you need. If you look at it, 6 seconds from 20th right now puts you at 5 seconds back. That's like 8th position. Like, you'll gain ground. They tried pitting it earlier than everyone else. No. What happened was everybody pitted at lap 35 in the last stage, which was weird because it's a 90-lap stage. So everyone basically split the stage 35 and 60. No, 35 and 55, like pretty unbalanced. But because everyone wanted their tires, they all just did it. The only guys that didn't were Blaney and Bubba. They actually waited till about lap 44 to 45. They actually split it more evenly. Blaney ends up going all the way up to like he was running 18th. He finishes 8th, so he gains 10 spots by just running the stage like normal. And Bubba, I think, gained a couple spots. I don't think he had a good long run car, but I thought that was a good call because everyone pitted early. But if everyone's going to pit early like that again, if you beat them to pit road by a few laps and you're planning to two-stop it, they're going to be out there on 50-lap-old tires at the end of the stage when you're on 25-lap-old tires. And you're definitely going to be able to hold your own. You're going to have the ability to move through the field. You're not going to be stuck in traffic like what they get right now. But I don't know. It's an interesting concept to try. I don't know how much ground you would lose. But doing the math on it, I mean, if you're, 20... Let me think. If they pit on lap 40, you pit on about lap 60. Yeah, you'd have about 20 lap fresher tires. So about right, not even now because they start on lap 7, so a little bit more. But 20 lap fresher tires is worth about a second and a half. For 20 laps, like that's about 20 seconds that you would be able to evenly mark off, plus what you gained earlier. So, I don't know. I believe DoorDash is out of the sport, yeah. They said they've only been green for about 20 laps. Not 20 laps, about 18 laps, a little more yet to go. I think. Trying to see, put it on lap 93. Yeah, a little bit to go yet. Josh Berry, guys, I didn't shout him out earlier. Josh Berry's got a good car, guys. That 4 car is up to 14th. Keep an eye on him. He was running in the mid-20s, and he has moved to the front. He has slowly gotten there. Yeah, Chase's car is crap on the long run. I would pit him on lap 25. Not 25, probably 35. 30? Yeah, 35. I'd put him on lap 35 of the stage. Slightly longer stage, just by a little, but... They didn't leave because he quit iRacing. No, not this sponsor. I don't even see Blue Emu in the sport anymore, so... They sponsored a couple races and a couple cars, and then that was it. Buescher running 10th as they go right now. Yeah, Elliott doesn't have good speed on the long run. His car does not get better. It gets worse. Which is fine. If you know you got a short run car, play to your strengths. Double pit. Like, go for it. Please do something different. Said you got another 10 laps probably till you bring them to pit road. Because the midpoint is going to be about 45 laps. And you want to pit about 30 or 35. Probably 30 if you want to really push people's luck. I'd pit at 30 to go. Just to push everybody else, see if they'll pit too early and really screw their back half of the run-up. Because it'd be worth it. But, yeah. All right, they've hit lap 30. This is about when I would say to go. I don't think anyone will do it, unfortunately. Why would he do anything different when he can just follow the leader? He wouldn't. He'll just follow the leader. Just wait. Give it about 10 more laps. I bet William Byron comes to pit road, then everyone else comes the lap after, and Chase Elliott's in that group. I'm calling it. William Byron will lead them to pit road. And after William comes in, everyone else will pit the lap later, which will include Elliott. If that's exactly what happens, then boom. He doesn't have a short run car. He's gone nowhere. Well, right, because he's on equal tires. But I'm saying his car has not held on for the long run. Oh, the 42's around, and there's our caution. Nematode! We've got another nematode incident. Trying to get it going. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's beach now. You better get going. Right front tire is completely gone on that car. Oh, there's some wall scrapes, though. He may have knocked it off doing that. Crazy part is he was running in front of Chase Elliott. Well, now it's not even it's a no-brainer. It's 4 tires and fuel. Now the question is, though, they're going to go green with about 60 laps to go, probably. Hopefully. I hope it doesn't take them 8 laps to clean this up, because there's nothing to clean up. But if they come in pit and come out about 60 full laps till the end, yeah, I would split it in half the rest of the way. I would pit here, and I would still split it in half. Question is, will they? That is a question. Because this is where it could get fun. If anyone does a 2-stopper after this stop, everyone's taking 4 tires and fuel here, no doubt about it, no question. But after that, if you decide to stop in between, so you stop now, lap 32, and then you're going to stop at about 60 to 65. So you'll split the remaining laps, 30 and 30-ish. That's a strategy, and if you have a really good long-run car, you can run the whole thing out on 60 laps. Now, you will be really slow by the end of those 60 laps, but the good thing is you'll have one whole less pit stop to deal with. And so, we'll see. I don't know, man. I think we might finally have some strategy. We might have opened the box to have some strategy here. See a big wedge wrench, so they're going to make some adjustments on Chase, which is fine. He's way at the back of the lead lap. I don't even care. Make the adjustments. I want to see a good stop out of that 4 bunch, because I think Josh Berry's got a really good car this week. Oh, I guess it might take 8 or 10 laps because Nematode got stuck. These cars are such garbage, man. Really? He got freaking stuck on a flat tire. God, I hate these cars. Yep, he's stuck. Good Lord. This is so dumb. It's like we have to limit ride height by just putting these big old stop blocks down. It's like, can we find an alternative? Anything that doesn't beach the cars like a... I mean, Joey Logano lost 4 laps last week doing that crap. Like, why? I'm sorry, why? That's so dumb. You shouldn't lose all these laps because you had a flat tire. That's crazy to me. These cars suck. I can't like the next gen. I just can't. The lack of horsepower, too much grip, 6 speed, like, it's just... It's not the right thing. All right. Still, we're going to have to wait to pit for a couple laps, probably. This would have been a good time for Commercial Fox. Just saying. This would have been a good time. All right. All righty. So still not pitting as far as I can tell. Gen 5 was the best. Honestly, yes. I know everyone hates those ugly cars. I'll show you an ugly car. Nah, I'm going to show you a good ugly car. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, okay? Let me get into my little real raw rant real quick here. Here's the thing about the Gen 5 race car that everyone has such a freaking problem with. Actually, I don't know how many people have a problem with it, but I'm pulling cars out of boxes, so it's a good day. Here's the thing about the Gen 5 race car. You know how many race wins look like this? You know how many race wins had big old wall scrapes on it? No, this wasn't a race win. This was a raced version. But you know how many race wins had those big wall scrapes? And here's why. No fender flares. No fender flares, so you could scrape the wall and it didn't cut a tire. It would just kind of scuff up some paint. And you could get donut marks on them. And I mean, these cars just... Man, they always had such good race detail. But it's a little ugly. I'll get it. It looks kind of boxy and everything. Here's the thing, though. 900 horsepower, raced really well. And the coolest part, if you remember the 2011 and 2012 season, there was a really random batch of winners. Like, if you guys don't remember, I put it in backwards. Paul Menard won a race. Juan Montoya, well, that was 2010, I guess, but still, COT era. Juan Pablo Montoya won races. Paul Menard, Regan Smith, Trevor Bayne, like Casey Kane in the number 4 Red Bull car. Like, there was tons of teams that could win races because the cars were kind of a spec car, not fully, but the biggest thing about them was they were so big and bulky, and I don't know, man. The Gen 5 was my favorite. I love that generation. I was so mad when they said they were going away from it. Like, when I heard in 2013, it was like, oh, this is a new generation race car. I'm like, really? Why? I thought 2012 was fantastic. 2011, we had the greatest championship hunt in the Chase era. Don't mind me, just looking at the facts. All right, here everybody comes. On to pit road. Let's see what happens. I like this. Now, this works. I like this. They're using the drone shot. This is a really good pit road shot here. Zoom out a little bit would be nice. Zoom out more. They're kind of panning. I don't know if they can zoom out at all, but they were panning with the group. I would love to see them back that up just a little bit. Wow, good stop for Gibbs. Wow, great stop for Gibbs. He's gonna smoke everybody off pit road. I was wrong. I think Larson just had a really bad stop. I saw him gap Larson by 10 car lengths. And Keselowski gonna have to move up. Oh my gosh, Reddick beat him off pit road by a mile. Not even close. Who is that? Somebody had to come back in. Somebody had an issue. The COT is what NASCAR wanted the next gen to be. And the thing is, it was. The COT had 2 major flaws. The wing and the splitter. By 2011, 2012, they had gotten rid of 2 of those elements. They got rid of the wing, and they still had a splitter, but it was tucked under the underbody. If they did... I need a next gen. Here's a next gen. Give me a next gen car. Yeah, there we go. If they did what they did with these next gens, which is a raised splitter, so you can see here, these are lower than the middle section. So the splitter goes like this, up, and then back down. So if you're going to mash the splitter down on the ground, you're going to have it hit the edges, and there's still a gap for air right here. If they had had the raised splitter on that COT, I think the COT would still be here today. I honestly... Here's the thing. You know how we know it would still be here today? It's in the Xfinity series. It's the Xfinity car. And everybody loves that car, man. I love that car. Everybody loves that car. That car is the best. And we need more of that car. That car is superior. Oh my gosh, Kyle Larson came out 19th. No, he didn't come out 19th. Hold on. Yeah, this is the wrong scoring. It's going to take another lap yet, isn't it? Or did it update? This one updated. Okay, Kyle Larson came out 6th. That's better. Okay, that makes more sense. It's like a parent wanting their youngest child to be more like their older child. I know. The problem was, it's like that. But imagine as a parent, you, killed off your older child. That's what NASCAR did. They basically killed off their older child and then said, here, we'll take the pieces and let them run in the Xfinity car. And now they're having to sit there look at this prize new thing we built. Look at this new kid we have. This is the great new kid. And then the older kids out there, becoming a millionaire. Everybody loves them. They're super fun. They're the coolest kid in the world. And they study hard. They're great. And then you're just yeah, but this one's good too, right? I mean, he's the new one, but you can't ignore the track record of the old one is really good. Not just semi-good. It's really good. We need to stop talking about killing your children. That's a bad way to put it. Yes, we had a nematode incident. Well, welcome on in, Florida Denny fan. We have returned from the Kansas Speedway. I got a chance to fashion the new hat. And in doing so, see the closest finish in NASCAR history. That's pretty cool. Actually, it was really cool. And for those who don't know, if you haven't already, go follow me on Twitter, because I'm begging for followers. No. But go on to Twitter. If you go and find my page, which is the Race Craze page, you'll see a post I shared from the Shawnee, Kansas Police Department. I mentioned in my race review, if you haven't seen that I went to the hospital after the race. My cousin was there. He had stuck a knife in his leg. He made a mistake. It was a oopsie, but it was a bad oopsie. Oopsie that needs an ambulance. So I left before the end of stage 1 because I got a call, or I had a text that something had happened. So I called to make sure, like, hey, what's the situation? Gave me more details. It was, stable. They're still going to take him to the hospital, do the patch up and stuff, but he's all good. Like, all good, meaning stable. They're not concerned. They feel really confident everything's just fine. Or not just fine, but you have my point. Like, just fine meaning mortal danger is okay, but the ouchie danger is still there. So anyway, then we said, okay, we'll stick out the race and then come and visit after. And so that's what we did. We stayed through the end of the race, enjoyed all of that, and then took off and went to the hospital to see him for a few hours, and then took him home the next morning. So took him home from the hospital, which was always a good relieving thing to do before leaving town. So, but yeah, if you see that post, that's what that post is about. All right, on the restart, down low, Brad Keselowski up high, Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick did not get it as clear this time around. William Byron split, Martin Truex 3 wide, and then put Truex into Blaney. Oh, we got contact, Blaney in the wall. Oh, man, William Byron creates an accident, and I don't think they're going to be happy about that. He slid up into into Truex, who got into Blaney and wrecked them both. And it's all because he went 3 wide and basically shoved the other 2 out of room. Oh, boy. I don't know about that, guys. I don't think I'd be all that happy if I was Truex or Blaney, because I don't think either of them have ever raced Byron that way. I get what Byron's trying to do. He's trying to get... Oh, he laid back big time on that restart. Holy moly. Look at that gap. He's all the way in row 4. So he gets a good run. Let's see what happens here. He dives in low, sends it in hard, and he runs out of room. He just decides he's going to run Truex out of room here and puts Truex into Blaney. Blaney gets loose in the wall. Stack up, ends up really screwing up all their days. And, oh, man. I mean, I guess he's farther ahead than Truex, but Truex is still there, man. You can't go 3 wide in there. You just can't. I mean, unless you're clear, then you can kind of get away with it, but he was definitely not clear. I can't blame Truex. He held his line. I can't blame Blaney. He held his line. Byron's the one that went low and did not hold his line. So I gotta put it there, man. That one... Now, being uber aggressive, I think, is probably he's up to 4th. So, I mean, it worked. But, I mean, let's see here. So he goes below the apron. All right, so Blaney's up high. So they're 3 wide here, and he says, I'm taking it. And does he stay on the white line? Oh, no, he definitely moves up about half a lane right into Truex, who gets into Blaney and takes them both down. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's on Blaney there. Or, sorry, not Blaney, that's on Byron. Yeah, Byron should have lifted because he's the one that stuffed it in there, and he basically just took out 2 competitors to prevent lifting. And, yeah, Blaney's mad. And he should be mad. Blaney worked hard all day to get up to that position, only to get taken out by a guy who just said, I don't want to lift. And that's what happened. He said, I don't want to lift because I don't want to lose momentum, because these cars are really, really, really hard to pass with. And just decided to run into the car beside him. And you can't get away with that. You just can't, man. Yeah, well, Blaney's a little bit of a diva on the radio. If you don't know that, Blaney is probably the biggest diva on the radio and the nicest person once he gets out of the car. But I love him for it. I mean, I know they say you can't give anything up, but he didn't give anything up. He took it and just ran into him. Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, he took out 2 competitors because he didn't want to lift when he's the one that was stuffed it in there 3 wide. That's where the issue is. I don't think there's an issue of you got stuck in a 3 wide position, but when you're the one that chose to make it 3 wide and then you run your competitors out of room, It's like, well, you're the one that chose to stuff it in there. So if you're going to stuff it in 3 wide on the bottom, you got to hold your way down there. You can't move up and push them. You got to stay on the bottom lane. You chose to go there. You chose to turn down into the bottom lane. Byron versus Penske last couple years. I mean, I will say, the Byron incident in 2022, where Logano just junked him at the end, I didn't have an issue with Byron there. I mean, I think if Joey wanted to squeeze him back when racing him, perfectly fine. Squeeze him. You can have a little squeeze. But Joey just punted him. I thought that was just a coward move. The idea that you're racing your competitor and you just say, I'll just wreck him. I'll just dump him out in front of me. Like, the only reason he didn't spin was because he didn't break the toe link. Because he hit the wall hard enough to do that. And if he breaks the toe link, he spins. But I still to this day do not respect that move. I thought Joey Logano just dumping the guy in front of you because he squeezed you a little tight on a restart when you're racing side by side for the lead. That's not really a justified payback. That's just you being a coward and not wanting to race for the win. You're just deciding, I'm going to punt the guy and, end his race because I don't want to race him. Like, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that when anyone does it, by the way. I don't think just dumping the guy out in front of you because it's easier than racing them, that's never a good call. Yeah, 3 wide doesn't work, especially in 1 and 2. Especially in 1 and 2. But yeah, like I said, that one I'm not as big. Like I said, this one's pretty blatantly his fault. There's really, you can't really put it on anyone else. He's the one that didn't hold his line and moved up the track and ran into both of them. So you can't really put it on anywhere else. Yes, NASCAR RC cars are real and they are happening. I actually have one coming. I'm picking one up. Now, there were pre-orders on the website. They're probably still up, but I'm going to have to probably take them down because I don't think the orders had to be in yesterday or Friday. And I think the orders are all in at this point, so I'm going to pull them off. So I got an Elliott one coming. I just wanted to see what it's like. I'll do a review on the whole product and show you what it is. But it sounds like they're pretty cool, but we'll see when they get here. Austin Hill is the king of dumping someone instead of racing them. Yeah, pretty much. I shouldn't say that. I'm trying to think of other. He is definitely the king of bumping someone rather than racing him. I don't see him do a full-blown dump, but I definitely see Austin Hill run guys out of room, run all over him, bump him in the back, and then if somebody bumps him in the back, he throws an absolute fit. And here's the thing. I've never liked Austin Hill. I've always had that opinion where it's like, hey, look, I see this guy. He races hard. He bumps into people. He runs. And that's, okay, if he chooses to race that way, that's one thing. But when he gets a bump back, he gets way more out of shape than everyone else. So that's where I say, like, yeah, that to me has never been, I've never been a big Austin Hill fan. Also, he took Moffitt's ride after the championship in 2018, so that started it. That started my villain arc for Austin Hill. Logano. Oh yeah, there's a few different options for those RC cars. All right, are we? Are we choosing? We're choosing. Okay. We are choosing. Choose. All right, hold on here. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna go to. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So there's the RC car. I'm gonna show it up real quick before we go. They're pretty expensive. They're like $230, but this is what it is at rasdiecast.com on the website. So I got an Elliott one coming. There's a a Larson, then a Blaney, then a Busch, then a Truex, then a McDowell. And there's that McDowell. So anyway, that's what they are. Here's the components of it. It said they can go like 25 mile an hour. I don't know if that's accurate. Anyway, that's all the components that'll come with it right there. So yeah, we'll see. They said, like I said, they said up to like 25 mile an hour. I don't think that's accurate. I saw them at the racetrack, and I don't think they're that good. So anyway, back to the green flag we go. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, Larson. Now, see, Larson shoots the middle, and he freaking made it work. Holy moly. Good job, Kyle Larson. He pulls a slide job. I'm trying to see, and Fox is not paying attention. They are really boxed up behind him, though. He definitely blocked Logano's lane, but he got the spot. And there's the 4-car. I told you he'd get to the top 10. He's there. He's in 9th. Keep an eye on that 4-car. All right, Keselowski still trying to battle with Gibbs. Going to have to concede that spot. I'm trying to see, is Blaney out of the race then? Yeah, it looks like Blaney's out of the race. I think his DVP clock expired, so the 12 is done. He ran out of time. He went out and was tempted to go give a little nudge to the 24. I don't think that would have been a unjustified thing, because that's definitely where his day ended. Ross Chastain, that is a battle for 16th. Or sorry, that's 13th. Hamlin underneath Bubba. That's for 7th. Trying to watch the race, but man, they just keep flipping shots and I can't see. They're zooming in way too far. So there's a battle for, that is now 9th. And Buescher's going to follow him through, so he'll take 8th. Sorry, 8th was the spot. Barry is behind that, but I couldn't see where he went. Good Lord, Fox. Zoom out. What are you doing? Zoomed in on his right front tire. Like, how is that something anyone needs to see? Trying to look. That's up at the 16th spot. I can't tell yet. Yeah, that's Bowman, and Bowman is in 16th. Okay. So that was the first side-by-side battle, and more onboards. Can't see. We'll just sit here and watch onboards, I guess. We can't see anything, so great. This is... Fox camera work is bad, too, man. Okay. I guess Byron does not feel like that was his fault, man. He said it was, he didn't even touch him. He just, oh, wow. Holy moly. It's getting hard to like Byron, man. What the heck? Like, are you serious? I didn't touch him. It wasn't my, holy smokes. Is this Denny Hamlin Jr. we're getting right here? Guy makes a move, makes a mistake. Mistakes happen. That's part of the race. But then to turn around and just, I mean, he's like gaslighting the field here. Well, I didn't touch him. I didn't wreck. I didn't do anything wrong. I was fine. Like, bro, what? Whew. Oh, yes. Okay, so Byron's, yeah, Byron's turning into a little bit of that old school Denny Hamlin stuff, I guess. Shout out, by the way, Josh Berry is up to 9th. Chase Briscoe is 11th, and Noah Gragson is now 15th. So SHR is starting to find their way forward. Chase Elliott is now, I think, back outside the top 20. Maybe he's 20th, but he's dropping again. Really ugly car this week, boy. I'd say scrap that. Oof. Major oof. Especially when you got a teammate that's the best car in the field. Like, just go ask for the notebook, dude. Seriously, go ask for the freaking notebook. $42 to go. Again, same thing. Actually, when did they go back green? They've been good for another 10 laps here, so 42 to go. Yeah, so they could still two-stop it from here. I don't know. Two-stopping it does sound like a good option, honestly. But you only have 10 more laps till the two-stopper would start, and I think that's a little short because of the extra yellow. Yeah, Priest got left out of the team chat again. Not just the team chat. He got left out of the team meeting. And they left his car at the shop. They forgot to bring it. Let's just say that's what happened. Yeah, I said earlier in the year, and I still stick by it. I would give up that Texas win that Elliott got if that's what it took to go get him a Cliff Daniels-esque crew chief. Because I just feel like they're going to get complacent and say, well, he's top 5 in points, so therefore, he's fine. Like, I'm sorry, I've seen more driver carrying than setup carrying. Like last week, he had 2 good restarts and fought like heck and got good track position on him, but his car wasn't very fast. So I don't know. I see that kind of stuff, and it's like I don't want them to lose their push to get better because the 48 and the 20 and the 9 are not up to par. They have got to get those cars faster. The 9 got to win, but that's only because of a lot of things going his way, including multiple leaders wrecking out. 41 charters already sold. Nobody knows it yet. Maybe the 41 knows it, and that's why they don't put a good car on the racetrack. Ugh, allergies are bad this time of year. So Josh Berry is 9th. Chase Briscoe is 11th. So like I said, those SHR cars are getting a little forward on the field, starting to move up that running order where they need to be. Still a ways to go to the end of Stage 2 here, though. And when they get to the end of Stage 2, which is in 40 or 38 laps, so let's say 40 laps, about 180... so 190. So about 100 laps in Stage 3. Okay, 100 laps in Stage 3. You could definitely 2-stop it there. I hope somebody does it. I want to see if it works. I would totally take a 2-stop strategy in Stage 3. I just want somebody to do it. Somebody! And heck, like I said, they're going to run 60 laps to the end. They did have a lot of cautions, but like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing them come in and pit at lap 65. So at about 7 laps, where the heck is Chase anymore? 22nd, and going backwards. Like, go ahead, go stop in the middle, try it. Seriously, try it. What do you have to lose? You're going to lose a lap by the end of the stage at the rate you're going. Like, you're gonna. Like, go for it. See what happens. Alrighty, so they're still under commercial at the moment. Trying to see here. Thought Priest would, yeah, we already did that one. Tailgate Kings. Okay, we're not going to go back to the race just yet. Reddick is out front. Then it's Gibbs, Keselowski, Larson in the top 4. Byron is 5th, Logano 6th, Hamlin 7th, Buescher 8th, Barry 9th, and Bubba Wallace in 10th. About a full second of fall off thus far. Barry moves into 8th. Tell you, Barry has a good long run car. I like what I'm seeing out of Josh Berry. $32 to go. There's Barry in 8th. They're showing him. Yeah, can't even see the turn 2 patch anymore. So about a 1.5 seconds of fall off, 30 laps to go. All right, 29 to go. If they're going to do it, they would have to do it in the next 2 to 3 laps if anyone decides to stop in the middle. But that extra caution probably made that a not likely option. See, if they had like 1,000 horsepower, they would still be doing this, but all of the differences would be maximized. So the tire wear, the guys that are really wearing their tires out would really wear their tires out. So I still think you got to add a little more juice to these cars. Because you got to give them the ability to pull things like slide jobs and kind of maneuver the car differently. Like, if you're never off throttle, it's really hard to do that. Chastain has moved his way to 12th. Why was there a patch in turn 2? I think it was a few years ago, but I think it had just started falling apart. There was a lot of seams that were open, and they decided to just patch the thing. And I don't know. This thing was repaved back in like 2008, so it's not like it's a super old repave, but it is, 4 years older than Kansas. So yeah, Josh Berry's got good speed for where he is in the field, especially. Like, Josh Berry's car, if he can get further forward, he's going to be a guy to contend with. Who's that back there? Is that McDowell? Oh, it is McDowell in 14th. Way to go. Oh, geez. Chase just lost a spot to freaking LaJoy. Come on, dude. Oof. About 2 seconds of fall off was what we're starting to see now. Like I said, I mean, 2 seconds of fall off for 25 laps is like 50 seconds. Like, I feel like it's worth a gamble, but maybe not. Just remember, for Blaney's frustrations, this is one of his worst tracks. So for him to finally have a good run going here and then get wrecked out is probably very frustrating. God, that 9 car's falling off a cliff again. 23 laps to go. He ain't going to stay on the lead lap. Like I said, now it's too late. You can't pit now. And now we got a wreck. Well, this could be interesting. Is it time to pull a 2-tire strategy yet? Hell, I'd do it. 2 tires. What are you going to do? You only got 15 laps to lose your spots. Go for it. 2 tires. Let's go. Somebody do it. Maybe not Chase. His car is horrible. But anyone else? Oh, that one's junked. Oh, man. Zane Smith's miserable rookie season continues. Holy cow. He has had a horrible year thus far. Yeah, there's only going to be probably 12 to 13 laps, depending on how long it takes them to tow him out of the way when they go back to green. 12 to 13 laps on 2 tires, and then you come back for 4. Might be a good gamble. Otherwise, take 4 now and 2 later. I'm not sure which one is the better gamble, honestly. Or do you just pit and hang out, chill out on them tires for 13 laps, just kind of run them nice and soft, and then stay out? Who knows? There's a lot of options here. Yeah, just loose coming out of the corner, and then into the wall it went. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see what do you guys think? Actually, here, let's see. I'm going to put a poll out. Let's do that. How do I do this? Oh, that's not what I want to do. I want to make a poll. Oh, it's down here. Poll. Oops, why is that not right? We're gonna do a poll. Let's do that. All right, poll is open, guys. Let's see here. Let's get your poll opinions. We're gonna go 4. So here are your 2. Here's the 3 options for strategy: 4 tires now and 4 tires at the stage. You can do 2 tires now, 4 at the stage, or 4 tires now and 2 at the stage. Oh, no, I want to see this. No, don't end the poll. I want to see the poll. Show me the poll. There we go. Ooh, a lot of people wanting the 4 tires and fuel. Let's get this thing going here, though. 2 now, 4 at stage. It's probably not a bad idea. I think I'm actually leaning to the 4 now, 2 at stage. But you don't know how long that run will go. There's a lot of opportunity here if you really want to plan the rest of your race out. Here they come. I mean, they've got, let's see, they're all pitting now. They've got like 50 laps on their tires, so I think you're better off to do 4 now, 2 later. But, like I said, the window's open. It's time to try something. All right, Gibbs is on his way out. Yeah, Reddick got it again. No 2 tires. Okay, so everyone did 4 now. So the question, holy moly, what a race off pit road. Get that number 1 pit box is just overpowered. Holy cow, man. He only has to go like 5 feet. And you can see literally he's leading when he touches the line, but by the time he gets a couple feet further, he's 3rd. Like, that's how much it's good. Interesting. So, all of you are wrong for the 2 tires and 4 at stage. All of you are wrong. All of you. Every single one of you. So we'll end this poll now that that's done. We had 8 total votes, so 4 of you on each of them. Those are the results. So half and half between 4 at now and 4 at stage and 2 now and 4 at stage. But we're not done yet. We're doing another poll. Here we go. So now we're going to do another poll. Two, 4, 0. Oops, I don't need another option. I need to, Why not? Let's do 8 tires. We pit twice for 4. How about that? All right, guys. Now, how many tires would you take at the end of stage 2? So we're looking at, right now, there's 18 to go. I think 18 to go, but they're not going to go green yet. They're going to have a couple laps. So around probably 15 laps on your tires. Do you come back for 2? Do you come down for 4? Do you stay out and take 0? Or do you come back and pit twice and top off on fuel? Wait, pull complete. Well, that's the first pull. Here's the second pull. There we go. Let's keep that up there. All right, I'm going to go to take my pit stop, and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. And Brad Keselowski's looking to the bottom. Ooh, he got a run. Ooh, he's coming. He may get him into turn 3 here. He's going to send it in low. Ooh, we got contact. All right, Keselowski really holding tough. Not quite going to get there. Good battle, though. Keselowski's starting to show some fight. Meanwhile, Joey Logano has found his way into the top 5. Some much-needed stage points on the line for Joey Logano right here. All right, tough battle there for Noah. He is currently in 13th. Good recovery for Noah Gragson today. Very impressive. Started dead last on the field and has found his way into the top 15. That is impressive. As bad as his rookie season was last year, he has done a very nice job this year. So 12 laps to go. Like I said, I don't... How much time are they going to lose in 12 laps? Problem is, you don't know how long that stint's going to go in to start stage 3. The question would be, I guess, if you have a caution in the next 5 laps. So if you have a caution and you restart with, say, 2 or 3 to go in the stage, then what do you do? All right, Larson going to move by Byron. That's for 5th. Hey, we got a Harrison Burton on board. Do I dare look to see where it's coming from? Is he on the lead lap at least? He is! That way, Harrison Burton. Oh, he's in 25th. All right. He's not in the 30s. That's not a high standard, but he's there. So 10 laps to go. Reddick over Keselowski, Gibbs, Logano, Larson. Then Byron, Buescher, Hamlin, Wallace, Chastain currently hold the top 10 spots. 9 car up to 17th. Has he got something to work with now? Or is he just getting lucky? Guess we'll see. Closing in on Bowman. Did he pass Bowman? Maybe he did. Huh, maybe the 9 car is good now. I don't know. Maybe they finally made some adjustments to the thing. Eight to go. I don't see anything really happening from here to the end of the stage. Thoughts on the Chris Buescher Checkers or Wreckers diecast? Oh, yeah, I'm getting it. Oh, yeah. Here's the thing. I got the Kyle Larson Checkers or Wreckers car, the original Checkers or Wreckers car, the raced version that didn't win. I got the original of that in 2018 when they had that fantastic Chicago finish. Now, I just got to see the closest finish in NASCAR history. You bet I'm getting both of them. You will be seeing a review of both of them with footage and video and everything. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Oh, wow, look at that gaggle of cars all around Jimmy Johnson. Just kidding. Kind of. It's Bowman. I love the colors, though. That looks good. You know, I should probably start getting more diecast to review and then just eBay them right away. That way I don't have to host them on the site, but I can just take them at a straight zero or very minimal on the profit end of it, but I can still make the videos that I want to make. So that'd be cool. I think I'll do more of that now, moving forward. Six to go in the stage. Larson may have a shot at Logano if he chooses to race hard. Gregson has now fallen back a couple of spots. I'm not sure. Did he buff the wall there? He's now back to 15th. Trying to see if he had a really bad lap last time, but let's see if I can see it. There's Noah. Does he have a big wall scrape or no? Justin Haley and Todd Gillen battling hard. That is for the 13th spot. Ooh, it's going to get tight, boys. No, looks like Noah's okay. Trying to see what happened on his lap time, though. 32.2, so he was 0.8 off. He definitely had something go. Might have just been a really bad side draft and a bad angle on exit, but either way. By the way, Kent said he used up his tires. It's been 13 laps. Noah must have really burned him off. I can't say again how much I am impressed with Justin Haley this year. I mean, this is a top 15 effort out of him, and that is impressive. The Rick Ware improvement from last year to this year is stark, and every day that goes by and colleague runs down in 30th and he runs in the top 15, it's starting to make Justin Haley look a lot better than I thought. Harrison Burton's starting to move forward. He's up to 22nd. I wonder, anyone got new tires? No, everyone's on the same tires. 3 to go. Logano Larson tightening up a smidge. got contact, and in the wall. Busch just put Bell in the wall, and then they freaking flip. Fox. This is what I'm talking about, Fox. When you see that happen, forget the Chase Elliott segment. Just show us what happened on the racetrack. I'm a Chase Elliott fan. I don't care. Bell just got put in the wall by Kyle Busch. Is his car okay? I kind of want to see that. Show me the Chase Elliott update under the stage. He's running by himself. Show me the 20 car. That's what I want to see. He's in 24th and 23rd, so doesn't look like he's too badly hurt. So final lap of the stage. Very impressive runs today for Keselowski. Logano really needed one as well. And Bubba Wallace and Chastain and round out top 10, so very nice. Yeah, very solid second stage, honestly. A little chaotic with a couple cautions, but hey, that's what's going to happen. No caution, yeah, so there's no caution for that. Okay, guys, we're going to end the poll. Not everyone. We had one vote for no tires to stay out. I don't know if I hate that decision. 31-0. They're already falling off a second and a half. I don't know about that for no tires. 8 tires, so meme. We have probably one memer. 2 memers, maybe? Yeah, 1 memer. So 1 memer each. We have 5 that say 4 tires and 3 that say 2 tires. I think I'm gonna have to say. I'm gonna have to say 4. I don't want to, but I just don't want to put myself in a position where I'm gonna get run over for the first. We got 108 laps on this stage here. Now I'm debating. Yeah, there's 20 laps on these tires, man. I think you gotta do 4. I'd love to take 2, though. I would have loved to take 2, and then, like I said, split this stage into thirds instead of halves, and go instead of 50 and 50, go 30, 30, 30. And then your 2 tire stop probably won't hurt you as much because you're going to pit 30 laps in regardless. Hell with it. Go for broke. Go for the 2 tires. What's going to happen? You're going to be fine. If I'm Noah Gragson, I'm going for 2. I'm gonna get myself in the top 5, and I'm gonna get myself in clean air and say that I'm gonna go get some. Can I vote? I can't vote. Oh, we had another vote. Another vote for 4 tires. So we're gonna end the poll. 4 tires. You guys are no gamblers at all. No gamblers. Honestly, it's probably the right call. I would have liked to see 2 and 4 though. I think 2 tires under the last yellow may have worked because you knew you were gonna have a maximum of 20 laps. So I would have been interested to see if 2 tires could have, belted you to the top of the leaderboard, how far would you have fallen in 20 laps? Because I feel like you would have fallen a little bit, but I think you would have stayed in the top 10 maybe top 15. So if you're way at the back, maybe it would have worked. I don't know. Especially if you could have had clean air to yourself. That would have been huge. All right, so keeping an eye on it once again. I'll be ready to go pit stops here in just a few minutes. She renewed the rights to the number 1, but didn't the number 8. Why? Why does she need either of those? I don't understand that. I don't see where the benefit is. Like, what are you going to do with them? That's my whole thing. Like, I need to have the rights to these. Like, why? Like, I don't see where the benefit is of holding rights to things that you don't use. I don't know. Unless you're going to make merch out of it or something, but otherwise just keeping it from people so that nobody else can touch it is just weird to me. All right, we're still under yellow, 3 laps into the stage, so I assume they're just waiting on TV to get the go-ahead to do pit stops. This is why I don't like stage breaks, because the TV network is the one determining how the flow of the race goes. I think that is really, really dumb. It is TV's responsibility to show what is on the racetrack, not to run the show. And NASCAR gave up that control in their most recent contract and the one before that, and gave the TV networks the ability to say, you're not going to pit road or going green until we say so. And I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan at all. Yeah, the happy hour isn't a bad option. I just think it's a little bit of a long show, and it's going to get really dry. Now, see, here's the thing. Dale Jr. has a whole different network. Dirty Mo Media, you got to realize, Fox at Race Hub has, like, a quarter of the impact of Dale Jr. Download or any of those things. So, realistically, Dirty Mo Media is the new Speed channel for the most part. It has one IndyCar podcast show, and then the rest are NASCAR. But you get my point. Like, most of the shows or entertainment are going to move that direction. You're not going to have big network entertainment anymore. And that's okay, because, I mean, I watch way more Dale Jr. Download than I do, any of the other stuff, like Race Hub. I haven't seen Race Hub in forever. Little slow on the right rear for Gibbs. This is the first slower stop of the day for him. He's been very quick all day, but he's definitely going to lose some spots on this one. Came out behind Kyle Larson, so they've been very quick all day, though, so he didn't lose too many spots. I think they have a really good pit stall. There it is. All right. Larson, I don't know if he had a great stop, because Lalowski currently looks to be the leader off it. No, it's going to be Reddick. Reddick's going to win by a mile again. All right, there's that little dash off pit road. Holy smokes. Did Chase just lose every spot? I think he's last on the lead lap. Holy moly. Okay, well, yeah. Personally, I watch Actions Detrimental. Hey, so my Monday routine is I listen to Jeff Gluck's The Teardown, Dirty Mo. Actions Detrimental, also Dirty Mo. And I do eventually, at about 5, 6 o'clock when it comes out, Door Bumper Clear. So all three of those shows I'm a weekly listener to. Then I watch or listen to the Dale Jr. Download and the Dale Jr. Download Reloaded. The Download is one I listen to more regular than the Reloaded. When they interviewed like Kyle Petty or Casey Atwood, I don't listen to much of that unless it's a guy I know of. Like Casey Atwood, he raced before my times, and same thing with Kyle Petty for the most part. So I don't really have a vested interest in listening to the details of their stuff. But, if a guy like Chase Elliott was on there a few weeks ago, but if a guy like, obviously Casey Kane or Matt Kenseth or any of the guys that I watched growing up, then I'll watch. But otherwise, if it's a guy from before my era, I typically don't tune in as much. Door Bumper Clear has kind of a weird mix. I have like certain things that's kind of fun to hear and hear about their race weekends and stuff. And then there's other elements of it that just make me like, what the heck are you doing? Just some stuff where I'm like, what is this mess? I think theirs was the one of like, eventually the championship race has to be at Daytona. It's like, no. Not saying they agree with it, but it's just, it's kind of like, what? Also, shout out next week, Charlotte, Chase Elliott, Noah Gragson in the Xfinity field on Saturday. No, sorry, not next week, 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now. They will have the Xfinity race, drivers-only broadcast, and Chase Elliott will be in the race, and Noah Gragson will be in the race. So, got a couple of my guys back in the Xfinity series for a little taste. Oh, it was in Bettendorf. Okay, I heard that they went through Iowa. I knew it was on the southern part, but yeah, I heard they went through. That's awesome. I'm glad you got to meet up with that ride. Heard there was a decent chunk of riders, too. Let's see. Noah came out 13th. Oh, gosh. Yeah, Chase had a horrible stop. Well, made all that ground up just to piss it all away. He came out 29th. Wow. Came out 29th out of 33 cars. Well, that sucks. Just when they were starting to get kind of forward. Well, now, here's the thing. Now that he's 29th, this is where I will say this is the perfect opportunity to gamble. You're 29th to start stage 3. You got nothing to lose. Literally, looking at the running order. 5 spots. You can lose a max of 5 spots. Gamble. Go for it. Do something. Yeah, exactly. All green screens. There's no personality to this. So yeah, I would expect, or I shouldn't say I expect, I would hope that the 9 car tries a gamble here because they lost 13 spots on pit road, came out 29th. So chances are they're going to have something. Reddick's onboard is... Yeah, Reddick's onboard was struggling. I think they'll be coming back to choose this time. 6 laps into the stage now. So they burned an extra 6 laps. Commercials, you know, gotta have commercials. I still don't know where Ryan Preece is running. Where is he at? 26th. So yeah, SHR has 3 of the cars moving forward, but man, that Preece car is just off. I mean, I think Reddick's got the favorite to win just on pit stall alone. His pit stall has been a gold mine for him. Where's Barry? Barry got to the inside. Oh, so Buescher and... No, Buescher went inside. Okay, there we go. So, row 7 outside. He picked outside versus inside. Barry got to move up a couple rows. He got to be row 5 inside, so he gets to start essentially 9th or 10th. So he moved up at least a full row. Chastain gave up a row to get up high. Not a bad necessarily decision. Seems to work out. Typically, the high lane in 1 and 2 is the more dominant one, but who knows? If you William Byron it down in there, you can take out some competitors while you're at it. Betting game, you picked Reddick. That's a good pick. That number 1 pit stall is just dynamite. What a good, solid crowd. Here they come. Ooh, really slowed them up heading into that restart zone. They are side by side off into the corner. Larson's going to go for second. He's going to get it, too. Here comes Byron, 3 wide again. What's going to happen? Oh, he wisely backed out this time around. Thought better of it. Good job, Keselowski, able to hold that spot. That was tight. That was a really tight race there for that spot. Hamlin on the inside of Logano. That is the only battle on track going on right now. As they come out of turn 2, side by side down the back stretch. Ooh, Bubba and Buescher real close. Good exit for Buescher. He's going to be able to hold that spot and potentially go after the 54. Nope, maybe not. Man, they just get such a run in the draft. The draft. I'm saying the draft at Darlington. That's unfortunate. I don't want to say the draft at Darlington. Oh, we got... I can't see it. There was slight contact in the back. And Noah Gragson, 2 for 1. Just like when he won the race a couple years ago. That was tight. Logano now looking at the 24 car. That is a battle for 4th. Oh, we got a little contact back there. Oh, we got no more contact. What is going on back here? Bumper cars heading into 3. Eric Jones got to the bottom. There was a whole bunch of stack-ups and check-ups and all sorts of mess going on back there. 8th place, Wallace and Busher. Good battle off the corner. They'll still stay side by side. We'll see. Josh Berry has a run, but we can't see because Fox is using a horrible onboard cam. And, I guess Berry did not get a very good run. I thought he did. But you're saying sus? I did not catch that. Noah Gragson taking a look at the inside of Ross Chastain. That is going to be a battle for the 11th position. All right, so they're 15 laps into the stage. Like I said, if you're going to split it, you got to go about 30, probably 34 laps is where you'd be pitting. About 34 into the stage. So still another 20 laps till the first pit stop if you choose to stop it. If you're going to one stop it, you're going to go all the way to lap 243, 240. So you're going to have to go a long ways if you're going to one stop it. But if you're going to two stop it, you'd be about 20 laps earlier. So be very interesting to see what they try to do. Fox's attempt to get to younger audiences saying things like sus and like yeet and YOLO probably. That's how boomer-esque they are. They're off the key. You know, how about a nematode incident? Can we have that reference? That's probably before Gen Z even. I don't know where that'd be. Either way, it reeks of desperation. Yeah, no, I think Gregson's in a good spot. He can run the race out like normal. He doesn't have to try strategy, but if you're Chase Elliott, I'm two-stopping this. So I shouldn't say that. I am doing the opposite of everyone else, whatever that may be. So if everyone else pits at lap 30, like I had kind of assumed they would, I'm staying out. But if nobody pits by lap 30, I'm coming in. Like I'm going to be on a two-stopper. Either way, do something different of everybody in front of you. You are 25th. And you really don't have a shot at making your way to the front any other way. So do that. Do something. You have hardly anything to lose. Go for it. Do something different. Skibidi? Oh, I'm not even going down that road. Absolutely not. Even I have my limits. I think Noah may have burned up some tires. We'll see. Falling back to 14th. We're under commercial right now, so we're not really seeing what's going on. But the lap times do show we're off a full second already. Yeah, there's a dog show on Fox. So we got booted for a dog show. And that's where I talk about NASCAR being failures at negotiating. Why in the contract do you say, Fox, you put us on Fox cable? Why would you not stipulate in the contract we will be on Big Fox? You will broadcast our race on Big Fox. And when they say, well, that's not okay. We want some other stuff. So we're gonna move other networking in the way. It's like, no, you're either going to put us on Big Fox or we're going to go to NBC. Or we're going to go to CBS or ESPN or ABC, whatever. But, you know, it's more important to look at where you're broadcasted than how much they'll pay you. Because if it costs you a few $1 million to be on big network versus little network, take that. Because over the course of the next 7 years, that's going to build your sport. So build your sport. Like, worry more about building your sport, not the max money you can snag today. What is this now? If they want more viewership, why not put it on Big Fox? Because Fox doesn't care. So NASCAR is going to draw about 2 million viewers one way or the other. It doesn't really matter where you put them, 2 million viewers. So if you're Fox, you're saying, well, wait a minute. If I put them on our cable network that never gets 2 million viewers, I can get a good return on investment. I'll get a good 3 p.m. slot on Fox Sports 1. But is that better for Fox or is that better for the NASCAR? Like, if you want to say, how do you get the most amount of viewers on a NASCAR race? Big Fox, about a 1 p.m. start. How do you get the most viewers on FS1? 3 p.m. start with NASCAR. That's how you maximize viewership over the whole window for Fox. That's not good for NASCAR, though. That's why NASCAR has to be smarter in their negotiation. All right, we back yet? Now we're back. All right. All right, a little bit more, and we'll be ready to go to our first cycle of pit stops, if that's what they choose to do. All right, let's see what we got. Still a ways to go. Ways to go. They're only 25 laps into the stage. So about 34, so about 9 more laps. If you want to talk about the pace that has fallen off, we're talking roughly a second and a half. Probably about 2 seconds by the time they actually pit. Justin Haley up to 14th. I think Noah may have burned up his tires. I wouldn't even be disappointed if Noah tried the two-stop strategy. Because Noah's in a position 16 seconds behind the leader. I mean, if you beat the leaders to pit road by 10 laps because they're all on a different strategy, you'll come out as the leader. And doesn't mean you're going to hold the lead because you're going to be off pace once they get out. But for, 5 to 10 laps, you're going to have the lead. And if a caution comes out, you're the leader. Like, it's a gamble. Like, that's what it is. It's not a guarantee, but it's a gamble. I wouldn't mind Noah pulling that strategy, honestly. Noah or Chase, they both got to pull something. Guess they're going to do a crank it up here. All right, so 28 of 108, like I said, about another 10-ish laps if you two-stop it. I hope somebody does it, man. Just somebody do it. I don't need everybody to do it. I just need somebody to do it. Somebody be different, please. Yeah, I think Justin Haley's had a great day. He's still moving forward. I mean, 14th and steady in 14th. So very, very impressive. Priest is moving forward. He's already up to 18th. So Priest has had a very good car this last run. He started 25th, so he has moved up 7 spots. Good job on Ryan Priest. All right, the next 5 laps. Come on, somebody do the strategy. I don't care who. Michael McDowell, you do it. You do it. Somebody do it. I don't care if it's Michael McDowell. I don't care if it's Noah Gragson. Heck, I don't even care if it's Ross Chastain. Somebody do it. Hey, there's Gustavo. Welcome on in. Goodyear 400's been solid. It's hard to beat Kansas. Kansas was spectacular in every way. I mean, you can't beat Kansas. All right. About another 4 or 5 laps. Come on, somebody do it. Somebody gamble. I want to see a gamble. Who's gonna gamble? Who's gonna gamble? Who's gonna gamble? Check the email. I will do that, sir. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, are we done with this crank it up yet? Come on, somebody game. Oh, we got contact. What the heck was that? What was that? That was really hard random contact. Huh. Wild. Dude, somebody do something. Oh my gosh, somebody do something, please. Is everyone going to just follow the same exact strategy? This is driving me up a wall. Not one person is going to try something different. Not a single one. Are you freaking kidding me? Not one crew chief. Nobody. Not one person even wants to say, let me try something slightly different than everybody else. No, we're all going to be in the exact same boat. I would rather run 32nd and follow the leader than risk losing 33rd. Like, bro, the heck? Sorry, I'm losing my mind here. Come on, somebody do something. Anybody. I'm not even picky as to who. Like, I'll take almost anybody. $188. Yeah, everybody put it at the same lap, so we're not looking at anything new yet. Somebody do something! I can't express how frustrating it is. Not one team has thought that there's a gamble worth taking. With 2 seconds of fall off. Nobody, not a single team, even thought about it. Are you kidding me? I don't know, man. I guess they all just get in a meeting before the race starts and decide they're going to run the same exact strategy or something. This is insane to me. I mean, you're running, if you're Alan Gustafson, you're running 24th. 20 freaking 4th. You have nothing to lose. Do something different. Oh my gosh. Anybody? No, not a single team. I am so frustrated, man. Yep, another eBay auction round is going to come on Monday night. So Monday night there will be another auction. Another big batch to hit the... I think Ross just tagged the wall. See how bad it is. Yeah. No. Oh, there, Kyle Busch. Somebody's trying something. Kyle Busch is on pit road. Let's go. Not exactly the best car to do it, but hey, somebody did something. Oh my gosh. So just Kyle Busch is going to split it into thirds. Come on, anybody else? Now is your chance. Anybody. You have to go right now. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, a little bit later. You can go a couple more laps if you really want to. Ooh, Keselowski's there. Please, somebody try a strategy. Somebody. I can't even start to explain how. Somebody, anybody, do something. Anybody. Keselowski coming through. He's clear. Brad Keselowski to the lead. Interesting. And did anyone do anything? Trying to build a collection of 2022 elites. Ooh. Well, I'll be able to help you with that. I don't have any 2022 elites. Oh, actually, I might have a couple, but not many. The Ross Chastain GoPro will go up. Chastain's coming in, so he's jumping on the strategy. All right, we got some people trying stuff. Somebody finally did something. Chase Elliott's in. Oh, crap. Alan Gustafson's going to... They're all going to pit, aren't they? Still 66 to go. So, I mean, they're 40 down, 66 to go. That means you got to be splitting in thirds. You got to. All right. 31.8. 31.9. I don't know. Got some pitting, some not. Chase was one that pitted. I like that. He hasn't had a good long run car all day anyway. So he might be doing the two-stop. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Alan. I'll say it again. Thank you, Alan, for doing something different. Because now you can give it, 10, 15 laps till the end of the pit site sequence, and who knows where he'll end up. I believe they're going to be 2 laps down for a couple of laps, but he'll be on brand new fresh sticker tires, so he'll blow by whoever's in the front. So let's see. I'm going to follow the Chase Elliott lap times. So he came out behind Ross Chastain. Ross Chastain, that's expected. Buescher is now on pit road. Okay. Interesting. He's a little further up. Ty Gibbs is now in. Interesting. Are they going to 2-stop or 3? Oh, that's interesting to come this early. Now, if I'm Noah Gragson, I want him to stay out as long as possible. I shouldn't say as long as possible. All the way to the halfway point of the stage. I do not want him coming any earlier than the exact halfway point of the stage. No earlier. Because what I want him to do is be on the new enough tires to make up that ground. Because right now, he's not going to beat guys to pit road. He's going to get beat to pit road. 30.6 to a 31.8. So it's 1.2 seconds was Chase Elliott's lap time last time by. 1.2 seconds faster than Brad Keselowski. And that's Brad Keselowski, the leader. Brad Keselowski's running 31.8. The guys he was running around are running 32.7. So he's 2 seconds faster than all the guys around him. So when everyone pits and comes back out in about 10 laps, he'll be in the top 10. I love it. Let's go with some strategy here. Cool. Something different. I like it. Let me see. The guy's on the newest tires. Oh, actually, Kyle Busch is the guy on the newest tires that's in the best shape as of right now. So Kyle Busch, by pitting that early as he did, he's all the way up behind Chris Buescher, who's a top 10 car. I'm telling you guys, the gamble's there. I'm glad somebody did it. Think Gibbs just busted his car? I don't see a caution. What do we got going on here? Oh, Gibbs have an issue? Check the running order here. I don't think he did. Yeah, Ty Gibbs is back out and running on the leaderboard. I think he just pitted to do the two-stop strategy. $60 to go. So 50 down, 60 to go as of right now. This is going to be really interesting once the pit stops happen, guys. You're going to see a big shift in the running order. Now, when that shift happens, the guys on new tires are going to start going forward. But it's going to be interesting for sure. Because you can see, look at Kaz Grala. I mean, he has gapped Brad Keselowski in the one set of corners. Preece is now in. Ooh, here comes Byron. He's looking at the back of Kyle Larson's car. Coming to pit road, Kyle Larson had to come a little early, hit the wall. We'll see how much damage there is. This is going to be interesting now because this might kick off all the leaders. And like I said, a lot of these other guys are coming back a second time. Reddick is in. This will be the big kicker. 52 down, 56 to go, so this is where it's going to matter. Ooh, Logano got in the wall, and then Gibbs got into him. Ooh, boy. $56 to go, and pit stops are in full swing. Brad Keselowski is in. Noah Gregson's in. Oh, boy. All right, pit strategies are all over the board now. This is awesome. Just the way it's supposed to be. So Byron will inherit the lead as they run. Man, that's a lot of damage on that 22. It looks all right, but boy, he got a pretty good lick in there when he caught that wall. Looks like Byron is probably coming this time, maybe not. So if you're going to split the stage directly in half, you're going to pit in the next 5 to 8 laps. Reddick is behind Buescher and Keselowski. That's interesting. Hamlin is also in. Hocevar will now become the leader. So Gibbs had to pit early. He is currently being passed by Brad Keselowski. Look at that gap, though. Chase Elliott's in 14th. He had no business being anywhere up there. I love the gamble. I love it. Going for something a little different. What are you doing, Gibbs? He's on 8 lap pressure tires. He's going to smoke you in the next corner. That's exactly what happened. $51 to go, with current leader being let's see, Cindric just got around. Okay. Current leader is Carson Hocevar for about another half a straightaway. He's going to pit this time by, I think, because Brad Keselowski's going around the outside. Not a bad decision. If a caution were to come out, he would have been in very good condition to stay out. And 51 laps to go. So after Hocevar cycles out, the only car left in the top batch that has yet to pit is Daniel Suarez. If you look, that early stop on Chase Elliott has him currently in 12th. Because of that, when Suarez eventually drops out. But the point is, that is a huge gap. Where he was running 25th. Like, if a caution comes out now, they're all coming back, and he's going to pit from 12th. That's why the gamble is worth taking. You know, Chris Buescher's 4th. He wasn't that high up before that. Like, the gamble's worth it for that reason. Nah, don't give up on your Hamlin bet just yet. He just got off pit road on brand new tires, so he's going to have a shot to roll forward. Just stay green for a little bit. Suarez is actually going to run this all the way out. Good call. I mean, they were in bad shape all day. So for Suarez to run this thing all the way out, maybe catch a yellow, it's a good call. I think he just now had to pit. He couldn't go any more laps. So I like the call, though. Try it. Like, go all the way to the end of the window and hope for the best. Who's been the dominant car? Reddick, Keselowski, and Larson have kind of been the cream of the crop. Larson may have damage. He's on newer tires, but he's not running very good lap time, so that little scrape with the wall might be all it takes to really hurt Kyle Larson. Because he's got fresher tires and the car's in front of him, but he's not making up a lot of ground, and he did hit the wall before he came in. Still green. I don't see anything yet, so we're good to go there. Keeping an eye on it. Looks like Justin Haley's going to be the next one to catch Chase Elliott, but he's still another second. Oh, actually, he's going to be there real soon. I think Chase caught Kyle Busch. He'll probably get by him pretty quick. Ross Chastain may have damage too. Judging by the lap timer, that is. And then again, that's the other thing. So Chase Elliott will be back on pit road with roughly 30-ish laps to go. That'll be around lap 78, so another 15 laps. Keselowski's in position to win this race if this thing goes green all the way out. The problem's going to be he pitted early compared to a couple of other guys back in the field, and are they going to have enough time to catch him? So we'll see. That'll be the interesting part. Ooh, Kyle's dropping like a rock. Oofda. Still all green. I don't see anybody on old tires, like risky tires. Kyle Larson just lost a spot to William Byron. I think he damaged the car. I think he scraped the wall there in 1 and 2 when battling with Byron, and I think that did some damage to it on the toe link because he has not been good. He hasn't been bad, but he hasn't been good. That's all aero wash that happened to Kyle Busch? Ew, that's a lot of aero wash. I don't like that at all. That's gross. That's too much aero wash. You shouldn't have that much where a car pulls up in front of you and the car just completely takes off with no grip whatsoever. Ugh, I don't like that. I hate aero wash, man. What a gross thing to have. So a lot of these cars pitted on lap 230 to 240. And for those that did pit on lap 240, they're going to have to go 53 laps to the end. So they went about 40 and 53. Like, they're going to be really struggling by the end of the run. And we're going to have to see, because a lot of these guys that pitted early, like the Chase Elliott's and those guys, they're coming back in. They're going to pit a second time. Probably in about another... Ooh, the tire is gone! Kyle Larson is wrecked. I don't know if he got poked or if he lost the tire, but that is the caution I was talking about earlier. And the gamble for the two stoppers kind of paid off. Chase Elliott came up to 17th. Noah Gragson on the old two-stop strategy is 14th, was just about to get to Ross Chastain, I think. But now it's all different because Kyle Larson is around, and I didn't see, did it break? Looks like the left rear went down. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, the left rear just went down. Goodness gracious, he didn't even have that many laps on the tire. Unless his toe link was so bad that it did that. I don't know how you'd have blown a left rear. Unless he had some contact with somebody. That is absolutely not what Denny Hamlin wanted to see. He was in position with the newest tires to really start running guys down in front of him. But a shout-out, guys, right now to the guy running in the 9th position. Justin Haley in a Rick Ware car is legitimately in 9th right now. A Rick Ware car is legitimately in 9th. No strategy. No crazy things. No ball, no bomb's eye strategies. No, he's in 9th. That's crazy. So 40 laps to go, essentially. And everyone will be back. Everyone's coming back to pit road. And you can guarantee it's about to get real wild on these restarts. Does this work for Chase? Actually, yes, because it worked right before he was about to have to pit again, and now everyone will pit with him. So this is actually going to work out just fine for him, because you probably have a maximum of 25 cars on the lead lap. Obviously, you would have probably liked it to go a little longer, but here's the thing. Chase was going to have to pit in 9 laps. And he was doing nothing but falling. So the earlier, if that thing could have come out 5 laps earlier, it actually would have helped him even more because he would have been in 12th. But his car's not that good. So this was just maximizing the strategy you had available to you. I mean, Chastain did it too. Like I said, Chastain was in big trouble. Chris Buescher's in 4th. Look at that. So Chris Buescher was the guy that really won on this strategy because he was 4th, about ready to plummet through the back half of the top 10. But because the caution came out, everyone's coming to pit road, and he's coming from 4th instead of 10th. So a huge gain for Chris Buescher. So definitely, this is what I was talking about. The 2-stop strategy, you don't necessarily win on raw speed all the way to the end of the race. However, where you definitely win is a situation like this, where after both cycles pit, you're going to come out way ahead because the guys that just came in pitted just 20 laps ago. Not even. 18 laps to go. You pitted 30 laps ago, so you went 30 and 30 on a 60-lap run. They went 45 and 15. You got a big tire advantage because you caught a lucky yellow. But it's a gamble, but that's why it's worth taking. So really exciting. This is gonna be awesome. Josh Berry's not top 10. He's in 7th. And I think he's the best car out there right now. So here they come. Let's see what happens on this cycle of pit stops. I think if the 4 can get close enough to the front, he's got a shot. He's been very good on long runs. Like, very good. All right, here they come. Ty Gibbs comes in from 3rd. Ooh, no, that's all right. I was going to say, he's got nobody in front of him on a pit box, so that's probably working in his favor. Good stop for Ty Gibbs, man. Oh, I think Reddick got him again. Dude, that #1 pit box is insane. Did he really snag it again? No, I'm sorry. I can't be on board with this. He's literally won the battle off pit road every single time today because he doesn't have to move. They have got to move that timing line. That is, are you kidding me? I'm sorry. Don't put the timing line that close to pit box 1. Slide it down to the yellow line at the end. That's ridiculous, dude. I'm sorry. I do not like the camera being put right where it's at there. Move that sucker down the line to the yellow because that's a perfect example. Like, Keselowski was faster on pit road. It doesn't matter. #1 pit box, Reddick just goes, slides forward, and he's got it. Like, you got to be kidding me. All right, so we'll see next time around what the situation is when it comes to... Oops, I don't want that. Running order. That'll be interesting. I need more water. The line needs to be moved back. That's ridiculous. That's way too close. I mean, if you're Tyler Reddick, you earn an advantage, but even the yellow line's an advantage. It's just not... This is an insane advantage. He's literally gaining 3 extra seconds on pit road. Like, if he was running 10th, he could literally win the race from 10th. Because he needs just 3 different pit stop sequence. He's going to gain 3 or 4 spots on pit road just because of the pit box. Yeah, Brad is going to be going ham on this restart. You can guarantee that. Brad is definitely not going to make it easy. Noah came out 15th. Oh, man. Chase came out 16th, which is right about where he was running. But, man, Noah lost another 2 spots. Can't have that. Can't be losing spots. We'll see what he can do, though. Shout out, Josh Berry came out top 6, guys. That's the car I'm picking. If this thing goes green all the way to the end, I'm picking Josh Berry. I shouldn't say I'm picking him. I do think he's got a shot, though. Favorite Darlington race of all time? I mean, you got to go with 2003, right? 2003 is just, that was a fantastic finish. 2021 was really good with Hamlin and Larson, the original Ride the Wall. Honestly, Darlington's not that great. Like, I'll be honest, everyone likes the slipping and sliding, and there's good... Oh, hold on. Favorite Darlington race of all time? 2022 Xfinity. Now, if we can do Xfinity wins like 10 out of them. But for Cup, I'm not going to lie, it's very mid. Yeah, but Tyler Reddick only got it because he's freaking in pit box 1. That's why the driver would have actually been more like 34. Okay, Stenhouse did finally pit, thank God. We don't need any of that. So 6th position, Josh Berry. Keep an eye on that 4 car. That's the guy. If he starts inside row 3 and goes 3 wide, he's got a shot, especially if he can get clear and get to the top 3. That is a car that has been very good on the long run. So keep an eye on Josh Berry. All right, choose is here. Berry will be 3rd row inside. Kyle Larson being towed to the garage, so the 5 car is done. Man, that's our point leader, guys. That's going to tighten everything up on the top of the list. Top of the standings, because Truex hasn't had a great day, and Larson hasn't had a great day, and now it's just going to be Hamlin's chance to really close in, being in the top 10. And all Elliott has to do is maintain the top 10 just to hold serve where he's at. Yeah, Brad chose the inside, and he has good pusher, I would say, in Ty Gibbs. So we'll see. Because I don't think Chris Buescher's going to push. I think if you're Chris Buescher, I don't want to say it's... Oh, God, another windshield tear off halfway off the car. Ugh, I hate that. But if you're Chris Buescher, I feel like you've been given the order, do not push. Fox, you're going to miss the restart. For God's sake, zoom out. All right, here we go. Do not push, Buescher. Do not push. They are side by side still. Ooh, we got contact. Here comes Keselowski. Boy, we got a good battle for the lead. Boy, this is a good battle. Keselowski and Reddick are really putting on a good show right now. Here comes Buescher. Big push into the back of the 6. Buescher could have gone 3 wide for the lead right there. Good run off the corner for Keselowski. Isn't enough to clear, though. Keselowski and Reddick. Man, this is some good racing right now. Here comes Buescher. He may push him through. Oh, we got a little contact. Oh, they're in the wall. Here comes Buescher. 3 wide at the bottom. All the way to the bottom. Buescher is clear with the lead. He's going to slide up. Here comes Reddick. He's going to try and go back underneath. Not going to get there. Chris Buescher to the lead. Man, that was a fight. That was a dog fight for the lead. That's awesome. Wow. I literally just, wow, what a race we've had. That was crazy, man. Little contact into the wall, and Buescher had a huge run. This may be the day. This thing stays green. Buescher's got a good shot. By the way, keep an eye out. That guy is in 5th that I talked about earlier. That Josh Berry fella. He's in 5th position. And we know he's had a good long-run car. So let's see what he's able to do by the end of this. $26 to go. Still a little ways to go. We're not done yet. That 17 has not pulled away. I'm starting to think he may not have that great a car. He got a good restart, but he's not been able to gap him like I thought he would. Man, what a race. That was a fantastic battle for the lead, guys. That was really good. That's what I like to see. The really hard racing, really tough to stay side by side like that. And it's, I mean, horsepower always helps, but that one was pretty good. They were manipulating air a little more, but man, that was cool. Tell you what, that 45 may not be done, guys. He's still hanging with Buescher. I don't think Buescher's got a very good car. Hamlin's up to 6th. Barry's up to 5th. Like I said, Barry's the guy, though. I like Barry's car. I've liked it all day. I mean, Chris Buescher was in all of those marbles the whole way down the front stretch. And we're going to a full-screen commercial? Are you effing kidding me? Side by side. Still, guys, come on. Racing just got really good. That's the battle for 12th on the screen between Chase Elliott and Justin Haley. I was going to say, Reddick, Reddick's going to have a chance to get there. I don't think Buescher's got a good enough car. The question I have is going to come down to the 4, because I think he's the guy that's got a shot. If they get held up in any type of traffic or battling side by side, that's the car on a long run that I really am interested to see. Either way, though, you can guarantee Buescher is going to fight tooth and nail for the win on Reddick, and then if Keselowski gets in the picture, it's only going to make it better. So we're in for a treat, guys. This is going to be good. Still there. We're just waiting on lap traffic now. Ooh, well, actually, it's a little scrape, but it didn't do anything for Briscoe. Just enough. Just a little touch. Can Reddick win this? Absolutely. He's right there in there still. I mean, you're one lap car, and they will catch lap traffic. But they're one lap car away from being side by side again. Oh, boy. That's a battle between LaJoie and Bell. Bell has been a non-factor. Ooh, a little bump from Gilliland into LaJoie. Six Toyota Mobility. Gee, that is a ton, man. Why is that off? It keeps turning off the ads, which I don't necessarily have to have on, but I just don't like when it inserts that like that. All right, we're going to have to cruise our way up there, though. I got to see the closest finish in NASCAR history. That's crazy to me, man. All right, still green. What happened to Blaney? Blaney got fenced after Byron tried a 3-wide move that just did not work at all. It was a bad 3-wide move. But yeah, that's what happened to Blaney. That 45's coming back, guys. Don't be celebrating or popping champagne just yet. He's still right there. 17 to go. This is going to get dicey. So Reddick's still going to have a shot. Don't forget, Keselowski's only 1 second back. And if Josh Berry ever gets by Ty Gibbs, I think he's going to join the party because he has been dynamite on the long run this year, or this race. That's what I meant to say. 16 to go. 0.3 of a second is the gap. The question is, where will they catch lap traffic, if at all? $15 to go. Say what you want. The next gen's working at Darlington. I don't necessarily like it. I still wish I had a little more tire wear. But the next gen's putting on a good race. The aero blocking is... There's a certain balance you need with aero blocking. You don't want no aero blocking, but a little bit's okay. I would argue they're right on the line, if not a little heavy at Darlington. Might need a little less. Ooh, Buescher slid and almost got the wall. So it might be a little heavy on the air blocking at Darlington. It's perfect at Kansas. Don't touch a thing. Kansas is just dynamite. Don't ever touch it. Buescher with another okay lap, but still only 0.3 of a second. Brad's coming back too, by the way. All right, 13 to go. I don't see any heavy lap traffic in front, though. Brad's coming. 13 laps to go. 3 cars will battle it out for the win. I don't think anyone else will get there. 12 to go. Look at this battle. Ooh, little scrub with the wall for Reddick. That's all right. You can do that in this car. Reddick really sent it in there hard. Oh, man, Reddick is there, guys. Oh, boy. Oh, he put him in the wall! Reddick puts Chris Buescher in the wall. A really, probably, honestly, I would just say a really, really bad slide job was what he attempted. And I think he broke the car. Yep, right rear flat for Tyler Reddick. He's going to have to get down out of the way. Meanwhile, it's going to be Buescher and Brad now for the win. Oh, now there's chunks of tires going everywhere. And Buescher's got a flat! Oh, he took them both out! So Brad Keselowski will re-inherit the lead. So both of them have flats. They're both going to pit road. Eight to go. 1.5 now the gap. And I told you about that third place car, Josh Berry. He is coming. Look at the lap times on Josh Berry the last few times. See what Brad can do. 8 laps to go. Very tough break there for Reddick. That's going to be huge. He does have a win, so he's in the playoffs, but he was top 5 in points, looking to be 4th. That's going to really take him out of it. Yeah, he pretty much just fenced both of them. That's on Reddick right there. Six laps to go as they run. $110 race winless streak. Is it Brad's day? Six to go. Five to go. 1 second the gap. It's still closing little by little. Oh, Brad is catching lap traffic. Oh, boy. We're not done yet, guys. Ty Gibbs is coming. Oh, he's right on John Hunter. All right, John Hunter is now out of the way. He was able to get by him. Definitely held him up just a little bit. Now John Hunter will pull and get out of the way. Probably a little bit late, but at least he did it eventually. All right. Barry's not out of this yet, guys. Neither is Ty Gibbs. Coming to 3 to go. 3 laps to go. Oh, boy. And by the way, guys, I got to shout him out again. Justin Haley's on his way to a legit top 10 today. That's incredible. Now we got the 31 on the apron. No caution, no caution, no caution. Do not throw a caution. Get back here to the white flag. 2 laps to go. Brad Keselowski, our leader. Bring it around. One more time around. They'll hit the white flag. What a great race this has been. Brad Keselowski with the white flag. Caution would end the race. Now he's just got to bring it home with a 1-second lead. Keeping an eye on the caution light. Down the backstretch for the final time. The gap grows a little, and it's not going to be enough for Ty Gibbs. It's going to be Brad Keselowski's day. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Brad Keselowski ends the 110-race winless streak and snags it at Darlington. Gibbs in second, Barry third, Hamlin fourth, and we don't get to see the rest. I have to go to this. Chase Briscoe, top 5 for Stewart Haas. William Byron, 6th. Bubba Wallace, 7th. Alex Bowman, 8th. Justin Haley, a straight-up top 10 finish for Rick Ware Racing. Michael McDowell, another top 10 for Front Row Racing. Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell, Noah Gragson, 14th. That's honestly got to be disappointing for how well he ran today. Really bad final restart. Kicked him all the way back to 20th. Drove back up to 14th. He had a great car today. Just needed a better restart on that last one. But Fords are starting to show some speed. And Noah's starting to get results. He's consistently snagging these finishes. He's going to have a shot to get a win somewhere, if not get in the playoffs on a race win. Todd Gillen, 15th. He got stage points earlier. Corey LaJoie, 16th. Preece in 17th. Gralla, 18th. Jones, 19th. And Austin Cindric in 20th. Other notable finishers in the race today. Kyle Larson out. Blaney out. Reddick, 2 laps down. Buescher 2 laps down. Kraus, Dillon was a non-factor. Kyle Busch was a non-factor most of the day. And Hocevar, 26th. Wow, Truex faded all the way to 25th. What happened there? Oof. Your point leaders are all way at the back. What happened there? But yeah, overall, honestly, that was a great race. That was not last week. It was not the full-blown barn burner, but that's solid classic racing. Little bit of rubbing and bumping and banging. Nice white car at Darlington with a bunch of rubber buildup all over it. Nice. I mean, I think we're in for a good race win on this one. So, what a cool race, though. What an awesome race. I hope anyone that was there got a good show. Look at that. Look at the front end of that 6 car. That's a good race win. All right, guys. Gonna get that money back? All right. Denny did snag the top 5. He got 4th. But wow, what a race, guys. I will have the post-race show up here in just a little bit. You will find that at, it'll be up probably later tonight at some point, not sure exactly when. Pre-orders for the race wins will be up probably later tonight as well. And, oh, here we go. Buescher's mad. Buescher's mad. We got beef. I'm not leaving yet. I was about to leave off, but now we got beef. Buescher has every right to get mad, by the way. Reddick literally just missed the corner and fenced him and ended his race. And you got to remember, Chris Buescher's fighting for a playoff spot still. He's not in the playoffs. Like, he still needs to get in. So, NASCAR May has been delivering. I mean, what can we say? We had Kansas last week, Darlington this week. We got the All-Star race. We'll see how that goes. But then we've got Charlotte. And then Sonoma. Well, I'm going to give that a Sonoma. And then Iowa. So I've got a fun month ahead. I haven't even talked about IndyCar. We got that, the Indy 500. But we have got a fun month ahead. This is going to be exciting. So anyway, guys. Oh, look at that raced version. Look at all the dirt on that car. That's going to be a fun one. All right, guys. I'll stick around for a little bit. I want to see Brad's reaction here when he gets out of the car. Brad Keselowski, a winner in the next-gen era at last. He has a dual win, but a points race win at last for Brad Keselowski. That makes, I think, 30 different winners in the next-gen era. Maybe not. It's close. It's a lot. Points as far as points races, it's like close to 30 winners. It's crazy. I'm trying to think who doesn't have a win in the next gen era. Obviously, Barry doesn't. He has a shot. Justin Haley doesn't. He'll have a shot. But, yeah, we've had a lot of different drivers get race wins in the last few years. So, trying to see Brad Keselowski get his helmet off here. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm going to call it a day. What a race. That was fun. We'll be live next week, Sunday, for the All-Star race. Nothing before that. I will be out of town for all of the stuff before that. So we will be live next week for the All-Star race. No live stream for the 600. I will be at the Indy 500 that morning. That's going to be pretty cool. But after that, obviously, I won't be anywhere near home, so I won't be able to stream. If it delays till Monday, maybe. But we'll see. So anyway, yes, no stream next week, not the week after. Yes for Sonoma, and then no for Iowa. So, hope you guys enjoyed. If you're looking for that Brad Keselowski pre-order, it'll be up here in just a little bit as soon as I get all the details, because I think it's a foil number car, so I got to get the pricing right on it. But that'll be up, and then we'll see you next week and tomorrow for diecast reviews. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next week.